Welcome to the semifinal. We got to listen to this hype up thing because I want to watch it. Oh, okay. Who wins, folks? Who wins? Oregon? Indiana? Boom. Who's yours? Come on, y'all. He's got Becker. So we're watching the hype up thing. I do love Becker. What a beast. College Alec Pierce, bro. Google me. Google me. Google me. Google me. Google me. Bam. All right, folks. We're here. Cream and Crimson. All right. Atlanta, Georgia. It's red. It's red. It's a sea of red. All Indiana fans showed up. Which is good. All right. Fish up eating. Okay. All right, folks. We're going to have a great night tonight. We are going to have a great night tonight. Let's light it up. Let's light it up. That's what you're watching. Aflac time. Welcome, folks. Biggest game in Indiana's program history. We've only said that 4 or 5 times this year. Here it is, y'all. Indiana with a chance to go play Miami in the championship. The U. The university that has championships, pedigree, legendary things. And they're playing one today in Oregon. Oregon does not have the championships, but they sure got pedigree. And they sure got a lot on the line. This Oregon team decimated Texas Tech. Just killed them 24-0. Indiana killed Bama. 2 teams coming in hotter than ever. 2 of the best Big Ten teams. Probably the 2 best Big Ten teams this year. As we saw kind of how Ohio State played against actual competition. They did not look as good as we thought they'd be. So, you got Indiana, you got Oregon, the 2 best Big Ten teams. A lot of people calling this game the championship. I don't fully feel that way. I think Miami is a very competitive team and can beat anyone. They've been great all year. However, these 2 teams are special, okay? And if Oregon plays their A-plus game today and Indiana makes some mistakes, Oregon can come out with a win. That's coming from me, the guy with the Hoosier sweatshirt on. However, again, this Indiana team doesn't like to make mistakes. And if they don't make a single mistake, well, you know how it's going to end tonight. I think we all do. We're drinking cream soda. Teddy's cream soda. Duck fueled, duck field. All right. Look at Mendoza, man. Wow. That's the guy. The truth right there. He's probably going to be a Raider. Which is unfortunate for him. Wish he was a Colt. Okay. We are moments away from kickoff, probably. I would guess moments away. Oh, we got people getting ready in the locker room. Look at this guy, Aiden Fisher. Love Aiden Fisher. Probably my favorite guy on the defense. Or Pons. I love Pons, of course. Aiden Fisher, probably my favorite. I love the way he hits. I love the way he plays the game of football. Sit back. We're lag. So, wait, is it showing anywhere? Can we see it reflecting off anything? No? This is good. This is perfect. We finally got the Aflac setting. This is my original bed setting that I did my lives on a long, long time ago. It's also where I did my first IU live. Last year against UCLA, I think it was week 4. Indiana was 3-0, and I went live because Indiana being 3-0 was special. Yes, that is how far we've come. That the 3-0 Indiana team I'm mentioning is a year ago, and it's been a ride. It has been a ride. Many people have been on it. A lot of people I went to school with posting they're at this game. Awesome. So happy for them. I could not get down there. I had to work yesterday, but I made it to the live stream. And it is, and I said this just a second ago, making sure if anybody new just joined. It is a sea of red. It is Hoosiers 90, Oregon 10 from what it looks like when they're showing the crowd. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It is a ton of Hoosiers. They're showing this little patch of green right here, but it is red, red, red in Atlanta. Is part of that because it's a better drive to go from Indiana to Atlanta? Probably. Are there alumnus already in Atlanta? Probably as well. Indiana's alumni base spreads far across the country. Oregon, I don't know how much there spreads, but it is red, red, red. Look, there's a green patch over here, and then there's spots of green, meaning like a few people, but it is red, red, red. Ooh, what's this? Hype up again? Trip to the Natty on the line. Trip to the Natty on the line, folks. This is it. Hoosiers! Hoosiers! If you ever heard that in the hype up, just know me and Tyler were part of that. The him saying Hoosiers and everybody chanting it behind him. That was at College Game Day last year. So we were part of that. That was really fun. Hoosiers. MFers? Oh, we got votes coming in. I wasn't even looking at the votes. 6 votes. Wow, 33% Oregon. So 2 people voted Oregon. It's interesting. We had people come in and say Oregon. Welcome Ashley M2H60 to the live stream. We're watching the Indiana Hoosiers, IU, versus the Duckies of Oregon. Or are we here? Wait, Mendoza. I like this little hype up thing. Uh-oh, this is pick 6. Get back game. All right. All right, let's watch. We gotta be listening to the coin toss. Coin toss matters, of course. I think they're about to do it. Okay, I'm hearing some booing. That's the Ducks coming out. When this Hoosiers comes out, man, this place is gonna be loud. I will sub to you so you can be happy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will be very happy if you subscribe. Of course. Now look, this place, ooh, we gotta listen in. This place is gonna go loud. Signetti. Yep. Oh, it's business face from Signetti, man. This is business. You know when you see boxers and one of them's giddy or like trying to look angry, whatever, and then you see the boxer who's just standing there like this. Straight face. The boxer who's straight face, who looks like he's been there before, that guy's usually gonna whoop the other guy's behind. Okay, Signetti had the same face Big Ten championship. He had this. I remember he had the same face for the Rose Bowl as well. So, and he has the same face when he plays Maryland, plays Illinois. What up, nephew? Big game tonight. Big game, brother. We're looking for 15-0. And if they do get 15-0, next week would be 16-0. If they win it, they'd be the first team to go 16-0 since 1894 Yale. So, a lot on the line tonight. Indiana looking to go from the historical worst college in Power 4 history to one of the best stories in sports history. Period. Wow is correct. Yes, since 1894, folks. And here come the Hoosiers. And this, yeah, that's loud. It's a ton of Hoosiers. Ton of Hoosiers. Ducks fans are in Oregon. Which I get. That's hard. That's tough. Yeah. See, he estimated 80-20. I'm not going to lie. It looks 90-10. Dan is business as well, which you got to respect. Dan Lanning, what a phenomenal coach. Oregon, phenomenal team, always competing. Is this the team is this the year that they finally break through? Listen to the boos start to rain down. Hoosiers! Fretless, welcome. Biggest game, biggest game. Indiana, it's all on the line tonight. I took work off today, guys. I want you to realize how big of a deal that is. I took work off. I never take work off. I never call off of work an entire day. Ever. Ever. I took an entire day off of work to be here really on live with you guys. I mean, because I was going to be able to maybe catch the game in the bathroom, but I wanted to take the entire day off. Who? You were making happy. Good day to take. Great day to take. I thought. Semifinal. And it was a lot of us that took today off. I'm not going to lie. Me and at least I can think of 3 to 4 others that took off because of this game. And then there was other people who didn't realize the game was today and were upset they didn't take it off. To those people, I'm really sorry. Karina Hauser, welcome. Kind of sounds like Hoosier. That makes me happy. Thank you guys for the hearts. I see the hearts. Heart. Oh, I know this ref. This might have been the ref at the Big Ten Championship. I don't know. I can't even hear what he's saying. You're mute. Frozen? No, you're not. No, I'm not. Hello? What do I sound? Can we see it? No, we cannot show the game. It's on ESPN. No? Okay. So we're just trying to see the coin toss, guys. Coin toss before the game. Okay, you're good now. Okay. Why copyright? They take down my channel. Didn't LSU with Burrow, JJ, and Chase go undefeated? Yes, but they did not go 16-0. It's impossible for a team to go 16-0 until this year. You got it. They're going to defer. Oh, yeah, IU defense immediately. I'm hyped up. I'm hyped up. Look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I am hyped up. Hi, Indonesia. Welcome from Indonesia. We are watching football. Welcome, welcome, welcome. American football, of course. It's a great day. 6-7. I got you. Yeah. No, that LSU team was goated, no doubt. Probably would go 16-0. It was not possible to go 16-0. Now it is. I just said it, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Hopefully that's how many points the Hoosiers score today. Wait, what's Sig got to say? Oh, he's happy. He's happy to be in an interview. Surprised to see him smile before the game here. Well, fans, well, folks, here's Dan Lanning. We're here to play football. Okay, Dan. What's he saying? Can't make mistakes against this team. We're going to go play loose, have fun. I mean, that's the only thing you can do. He knows. He knows you can't make mistakes. He knows you got to play perfect. And I'm telling you, Oregon could pull off a perfect game here. I am a fan. I am a fan. Hello, fan. I am a Luke. All right. Ooh, I'm getting giddy, guys. Do you have a dog? No. I used to have a dog. I mean, yes, but I don't have, like, my dog. I had 2 dogs here at the home. They're not my dog. You know what I mean? But, yeah, some pets. 2 dogs, a cat, and a bird. Bird named B, cat named Casey, dog named Winnie, dog named Nemo. 4 animals. The kick is up, and they are going to return it from the 5. Here comes Oregon. Past the 10, 15. Wow, he gets slammed. 19-yard line. Slammed by Baldwin Jr., special teamer there. And that is, I'm at school. Get to work, man. You can't be a hey. But I get it, guys. You're at school at 7:48 on a Friday? What did y'all do? Got in trouble. We got big trouble. Dante Moore. Completion percentage, 73%. Third best in FBS. Third best in FBS. Very good player. All right, as the teams take the field. Indiana starting on defense. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Cool. Oh, we got an injury right away to an Indiana player here. Looks like he's just stretching out his leg, though. Coming up. He's good. Oh, that was Farrell, right? Nah, that's a CB right there. Yeah, not ridiculous depth at all, so he needs to be able to get in the game. I didn't think we had crazy depth. I just know that all the guys have basically been the same guys. Hey, well, guys, if you're in freaking school right now, focus up. Pay attention. All right, Hoosiers. Oregon. Ducks got the ball. It is shaking in there. The camera's shaking for sure. A lot of Indiana fans. Waving towels, standing up. I mean, it is red. No, I live with my aunt and uncle. Aunt and uncle. 1st and 10 here. Dante Moore snaps it. Is going to throw. It is intercepted. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Pick 6 to start the game. 11 seconds in. Indiana up a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. What just happened? D'Angelo Pons, pick 6 to start the game. You gotta be kidding me. This is incredible. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh. That's the guy I mentioned pregame, D'Angelo Pons. Extra point attempt here. It is 7-0. 7-0 Hoosiers. Pick 6 to start the game. 11 seconds in to the semifinal. Indiana gets a touchdown. Yes, I am 100% shouting, brother. 100%. I will be shouting a lot of this game, bro. A lot of this game. Whew. All right, folks. 7-0 Hoosiers. I mean, what a read by D'Angelo. Ball hawk. Way to get into the end zone. Breaks the O on his leg there as the celebration is crazy. And Dante Moore makes the first mistake. By the way, Dante Moore, the guy that a lot of people are saying better than Mendoza, a guy who, oh, he should go higher than Mendoza, makes a humongous mistake to start the game. Very first thing Dan Lanning said, we cannot make mistakes. What's the first thing Dante Moore does? Big mistake. Do your garden AI on Grandpa? Okay, just keep shouting. I will, bro. I will. Don't worry. Nothing was going to stop me from doing it. Although, eventually, we're going to have to quiet down a little bit. Because, again, I do live with an aunt and uncle. So, she's going to get to bed eventually. Probably around 9 is when I need to quiet down. But you know what? First play of the game. Do they hear you? No, but I will tell you they can. It's not super soundproof, but it's definitely a soundproof room a little bit. Like, I've turned up music pretty loud and walked out the door and listened. It's not that bad. So it probably doesn't sound like I'm shouting to her, but she definitely hears, you know? But it doesn't sound as loud as I was actually being. I was screaming. Bonjour, Miss Schling, 6,000. All right. Dante Moore in Oregon with the ball again here. No. Awake. We just ate some B-dubs about an hour ago. Oh, I was actually eating B-dubs as the stream started, so it's good. Buffalo Wild Wings, got to eat some wings. Miami versus Indiana for finals would be great. It's what we're hoping. It's early. Here's Dante Moore. Now the toss. Here comes that defense, and they're going to... Ooh, that's actually pretty good gain. 4-yard gain there. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Ducks. Going to be a long night for Oregon, I hope. If that first play was an indication of anything, I think it'll be a very long night for Oregon. Wow. As I say, Indiana's offense hasn't even touched the field, and they're up 7-0. That's a way to do it. Moore hands it off. Yeah, they're too scared to pass now. Got to get him down. It's a clear face mask on the running back there. It's not usually called, though, when running backs do it. I like it. I'm liking it, too. That was a first down, though, for Oregon. So, looks like the run game is starting to work for them. We'll see if they just stay with the run game now. I mean, that's crazy. Okay. Show me. I'm running down the hallway. Okay. All right, Moore and the Ducks at the 36-yard line. Dante Moore drops back. Here's play action. He is now going to whip it out in the flat. Good blocking. Oh, not great tackling. Could have stopped him in his tracks. Said it's a first down. 11-yard gain for Oregon. Now they're getting stuff going here. The run game and the screen game starting to work for them. That's very important to them. Obviously, they're going to have to now wait to really do the other plays. Oregon's 3rd most explosive team in the country. Indiana 1st when it comes to most explosive plays in teams in the country. Number 2 was Texas Tech, who Oregon just slaughtered and basically eliminated big plays. Texas Tech maybe had 2 big plays the entire game. So, and they had like 78 all year. So, yeah. Here's a run. That'll be a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. How to go live? You just do. You might need a certain amount of subscribers. I don't know. At one point when I was younger doing YouTube, I had to have a certain amount of subscribers to go live. I don't know the rules and regulations, but you might have to have a certain amount of subs. 2nd and 7. Dante Moore drops back. Look at the D-line pressure getting through. He's going to throw. That's a good ball. It's dropped. It is just straight dropped by the receiver there. 3rd and 7. Might have been a tight end. He's kind of bigger, but just straight drop. Talked about mistakes at the top. So did their coach. That's a mistake right there. A perfect ball. And he just... Oh, my. What a drop by Oregon. I wish that I'm YouTube. Oh. I wish I'm YouTube. Fans are going crazy. Again, a lot of Indiana fans. I'm sure it's loud. Hard to communicate for Oregon. 3rd and 7 for the Ducks. Near midfield here. Dante Moore drops back. Pressure's brought by Fisher. It's going to be thrown over the middle. Miscommunication by Indiana's defense. That's a first down. 9-yard gain on 3rd and 7. Miscommunication by the linebackers there. Dang, lucky drop there. That was a lucky drop for sure, but that was just miscommunication that just happened. Man. The pressure by Fisher was good, but it put only one linebacker watching, and he went the wrong way on the route. He went out. He should have gone in. It left a wide open duck in the middle. So that's what just happened there. 1st and 10 from the 40. Ducks are starting to put together a drive here. No doubt about it. But Indiana's been very good at bending, not breaking this year. That is the way they play, and they're very physical. Here's a run. They got him behind the line. Switched up his move. He still gained 3. That's a hell of a run. Hell of a run right there. They hit him a yard behind the line. He still gained 3. That's a really good run by the Ducks. I'm hiding. If you like the video, guys, let's get to 10 likes right away. We are doing great so far on this Peach Bowl. We're 4 minutes into the game. 4 minutes into the game. Shout out Cream Soda. 2nd and 7. Fisher's calling something out. He's the mic. And I'm Luke. All right. Dante Moore. Looks like a run play. It is a run play. The hole opens up and then closes. It'll be a gain of about 4 to 5. It's 3rd down and 3. Hi. Hi. All right. 3rd down and 3. Okay. The run game is working. It sure is. 3rd and 3. Dante Moore, it's play action here. Great protection. He gets it over the middle. That's good for a 5-yard gain and another 1st down. I am gay. That's okay. Welcome to the channel. All right, 1st down and 10. Oregon, now near the red zone. Great drive, this drive for Dante. 3 for 4, 26 yards. He's really focused now and locked in. This is going to be a run with Dante Moore. Design QB run. It'll be 2nd and 4. Little extracurricular after the play between an Indiana and a Duck. It did nothing. What is my favorite food? Chicken wings. Funny enough, I know I just mentioned eating chicken, but chicken wings for sure. Chicken wings is my favorite food. The good thing is, regardless, Mendoza will come into a tie, up by 4 or up by 7. So, it's a pretty good thing. Because he's kind of getting iced right now. It's going to be about a 7-minute drive. It's already about, 7 minutes before he sees the field. Here's play action. A lot of D linemen getting to him. 1st down, 5-yard gain. Hits a freaking video recorder guy. Defense is starting to break here. I said bend but not break. They're breaking a lot. It's a very slow, methodical pace by Oregon. Playing kind of an Indiana offense. This is really how Indiana usually breaks teams down. Oregon's doing what Indiana's been able to do all year. All right, we'll see. Me too, it's a good food. It's a good food. I like chicken wings. We got a timeout here? What's going on? Do we? Timeout IU. Whoa. Don't fully disagree with it. They were starting to get kind of battered around. So timeout IU. Is we going to commercial? I think we are. Yeah. Oh, Chick-fil-A, guys, because that's what they're sponsored by. I like chicken in general. As we go to commercial here. I like chicken in general. Chicken wings, chicken tenders, chicken nuggets. Chicken tikka masala. I'm saying that wrong probably. Chicken burrito, chicken taco. Grilled chicken. Fried chicken. Roasted chicken. Smoked chicken. Favorite pizza place? What do you do if you're bored? I play video games, or I do this every time. Haha. I read comic books. Shout out Daredevil. It's Daredevil number 300. He's fighting Kingpin. And we have our bookmark right here, courtesy of my mom. Because this is a note from my mom. And I keep it. And it's my bookmark. And it says some nice things on it. So it's my bookmark. So I do if I'm bored. Favorite pizza place? Favorite pizza place. So you saying pizza place, so not just it's not just favorite pizza there. I'm gonna go Arnie's because I like their pizza enough and I love their salad. So therefore, the place of the pizza is good because everything there is good. So I'll probably go Arnie's. I need to eat more pizza places. I hate reading. I get it. Reading can be boring, right, to a lot of people. But I guess the reason I like these is because look. You have pictures. It's just a picture book, basically. He's smoking. Don't do that. Why is he smoking? Let's call him for what he is. Let's call him for what he is. What? What? Very nice. At a local spot? No. Arnie's is it's a chain. It's an Indiana chain. I think there might be Arnie's in another state. There's no real like local pizza place that I would be like, man, I want to go eat here at this local pizza place. Unless there is, and oh my gosh, now I'm thinking. There is a pizza place in, I don't want to give too close of where I'm located. So I'm going to chill on that. Sorry. Oh, you're good. I don't speak that language, but I love English. I'm from Brazil. Welcome. You're good. You're good. Welcome from Brazil to Aflac time. That's me. All right, guys, we're back. Aflac, got a wrap, got a crack. All right, 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Dante Moore hands it off. This is great D right there. It's a -2 yards. 2nd and 12. Good D right there. It's a good stop by Indiana. Thank you, guys. 11 likes. We're doing great today. 23 votes, mostly Hoosiers. Let's go, Hoosiers. They are up 7-0. We're in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. By the time Mendoza sees the field, I mean, it's going to be 20 minutes of actual real time. Dante Moore drops back, looking, surveying, still looking and surveying. Now throwing to the end zone. Incomplete. 3rd and 12. 2 guys were there to break it up, one of them being Pons. Yeah, that's really good. Pizza. IU7, Oregon 0. Thank you. Oregon. I used to think it was said that Oregon. I thought it was like Oregon. You know, like organ donor. I thought it was just spelled different. Yo, want a free strawberry elephant? What is that? Is that like food, strawberry? Oh, you guys ever eaten elephant ears? Those are really good. 3rd and 12. Make or break time for Oregon. And it's thrown. Touchdown. They tie it up. A very long touchdown drive of about 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes in length. And Oregon scores to tie it up. They throw a pick 6 immediately. And then, what is this stream? We are watching IU versus Oregon, college football playoff semifinal. So that's what this is. I do not play Roblox. I never did, believe it or not. My buddy did back in the day, but I never played it. Good response off the pick 6. Definitely. Most definitely. Oregon is a team who responds. We know that. That's how the game back in October went, too. If you guys were here with me for that or watched it on your own, you would know Oregon responds always. So does Indiana. And that's what makes these teams good. And that's the reason they're here, obviously. Yeah, Dante Moore just rifled in there. That was a good play by him. Good drive. Good bounce back by Dante. But now Indiana offense gets to take the field. I will say, before this first drive even happens, their first drive usually in a game is rough. First and second drive are rough. And that's even against a team like Maryland, a team like Northwestern, yada yada, right? I don't think they played Northwestern this year. No. Sorry, against a team like UCLA, whatever. They usually have a rough first drive. But then, bam, they get it going. So I'm a little nervous because first drive's usually rough and extra waiting time for Mendoza. Or has that locked him in? I do not. I went to college for a year, a community college here in Indiana, and it did not go very well. So now I just work at a warehouse. I have for about a year and a half. It's good. It gets me going. I'm alive, you know. I'm enjoying life. Again, like really enjoying the different things in life. And I don't know, not to get philosophical with you. But I would say that for sure. 21. 21. 21. You guys remember? Do you guys know 21? Oh wait, yeah, we got young chatters in today. You guys know 21? It's good to enjoy the small things for sure. Always, if you can't enjoy the small things, you're not gonna enjoy the big things as much as you should. Do you know about 21? No? Oh my gosh. Unk ass meme now apparently. I know Zandro remembers 21. 21 legendary meme. 21? What's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid. Yo! Yo! You're banned. You're banned. Knock that off. I gotta chill with my language. I'm gonna try to be good with my language, you know, since you guys are, since we got some younger people in here. I will try to chill with the language. Now, I've probably cussed already today, but I'm gonna try to work on that. I've been trying to work on that in general. So, yeah. Certified classic, it is. One of the best of all time, man. You stupid. 9 plus 10. Or something came in the mail. These nuts. Got him. That guy. Legends, bro. These are legends. Memes used to last for like 2 years. It's crazy. You could use them at any time. Now they come and go. Who winning? It's tied 7-7. Actually, nobody. If someone wants to put it in chat, it's Indiana 7, Oregon 7. 7-7. We're tied. Indiana getting the ball for the first time, which sounds weird because it's 7-7. Pick 6 to start the game from Oregon, and then they responded by going down and then scoring. Do you have a car? Yeah, I got a car. We driving around, whipping it around. Now I just go from point A to point B. Yeah, here's my exact make, model, and plate number. All right, Mendoza and Indiana offense for the first time today. They're going to try the run game right away, I'm sure. And it's going to gain 1. See, this is what stresses me out. I don't love first drive. But Mendoza, he's feeling good. He's putting up his fingers, doing whatever. Completion percentage 72. Remember, Moore is 73 and was number 3 in the nation. So, passing touchdowns, he leads FBS. And it's an IU single season record for 36 passing touchdowns. Wow. Makes sense. Greatest IU quarterback of all time. Mendoza throws over. Surratt gets it. That's a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 5. Indiana going with the short pass game to start. Interesting. Like to draw. I mean, yeah, actually drawing's pretty relaxing. I don't do it really often, but I think drawing's pretty relaxing. Doodling. I used to be a big doodler when I was in school. 3rd and 4. I thought it was 3rd and 5, so this is actually better position. 3rd and 4. Mendoza. Throwing. It is complete. Wow, Surratt, what a catch. First down, Indiana, and a lot more. It's about a 20-yard catch right there. Maybe 15. Yeah, but 20 when all is said and done because he catches it and then moves. Wow, great job by Surratt. What a catch. Love Surratt, my favorite receiver on the team. He's been great for a couple, since last year. He was great last year too, so. And now to the run game, and look at this. Here's what Indiana does. That's a 4-yard gain. So that 4-yard gain right there where you get hit 2 yards in and gain 2 more is what makes Indiana so good. You really want to know why they're so good? That right there. You have to guard the passes like that, and then bam, they switch back to the run. Now you got to stop the run. Roman Hemby with a 4-yard gain. Now they're going to switch in Kaylon Black. He's just as physical of a runner, just as good of a runner. 1-2 punch at running back. Mendoza. Ooh. We got a flag. What's going on? We do. We got a false start. Mendoza claps it off. What job do you work? Warehouse. So I do a lot of different things in there, but I just put things in things or on things and deliver them. That's basically what I do. No, nothing special. I would be doing it right now, but luckily I'm here watching football with you guys. Woo! For real though, I'm happy to be here. Okay. 2nd and 11. Here is the run. Here is Kaylon Black. Look at him move his feet. What a gain. Oh, and it's demoralizing too when you can't get a running back down to the ground. Black stayed standing up. And the ref helped him fix his jersey, and then he said, "You're welcome." It's pretty cool. Maybe I should be more appreciative of what life has given me. 3rd downs today. Oregon was 3 for 3 on their drive, on their second drive, and Indiana 1 for 1. 3rd and 4 from the 40. Mendoza looking, throwing. That is caught. That is the fullback / tight end is what Mendoza called him. Fullback tight end. Should know his name. I can't believe I don't know his name. I'm awful. He's been great all year, though. But he's a tight end built like a fullback. God love the Signetti desk there. Always. What a route. Oh, that's why. Because it's Nola Waruski. Freaking sounds like... Okay. Here's a run. Look at the run. Look at the speed right there of which he runs. That's a 6-yard gain. Immediate. That's Kaylon Black. He'll switch out, and here comes back in Hemby. Good stuff. I have 2 dogs, a cat, and a bird. Well, my aunt and uncle already have all that, but, I'm going to be stuck with the bird. They're going to give me the bird, so... It's okay. I don't really want the bird. 2nd and 4. Here's Hemby. And look at Hemby go up to the 20. Up to the 17-yard line. Hemby almost broke it in. And here comes that run game. This is exactly what I said in the preview prediction video that was uploaded this morning. Ready this afternoon at 1. I said Indiana's run game was going to be the key. The way their O-line will move Oregon's D-line. That's exactly what they do. Great blocking downfield as well. Good run right up the gut. Always, man. This is what this Indiana team does. It's what they feed off of. 1st and 10 here from the 17. And this will be a run with Hemby. He's going to find an edge. He's going to get out of bounds. Get out of bounds around the 5 or 6, I would think. A lot of Indiana fans thought that was a touchdown. And the baby bird. I'm bird die and the baby bird. Birds are cool, though. It's a talking bird. Where did he step out of bounds at? Oh, really at like the 4. So that's pretty good. Ready at the 4. Indiana right in business here. Towards the end of this first quarter. Mendoza moves Omar Cooper over. Now going to hand it off. So will be Hemby losing a yard. And they gave him a terrible spot. So now they're back at the 7 on second and goal. My bird died and my baby... Oh, I'm sorry. Rest in peace to your birds. You had multiple. Second and goal. Wow, way back now at the 8.5. That was a big loss. Mendoza looking. Touchdown, Omar Cooper Jr. 13-7 Hoosiers. Extra point away from getting a touchdown lead again. What a nice play. They usually run that to Surratt. A lot of emotions there. They're showing Mendoza's family. They're happy. Wow. Let's go big catch. Let's go big catch. Let's go big red. What a touchdown there. And Lanning looks a little stressed on the sideline, if you peeped it. It's 13-7 with the extra point. It is 14-7. Hoosiers lead by a touchdown. 40 seconds left in the first. And remember, they didn't even get the ball first. They were just found a way to score without it. So, here we go, Cooper. Love him. He's taken strides this year. He was really good last year. Surratt was clearly better. This year, they're both NFL-level talents. And then you have Becker, who's going to come back, who's an NFL-level guy. I mean, just phenomenal receivers all over the place for Indiana. It's crazy to witness this good of a team and to be an actual fan of them. It's just, it's weird. I guess I say it's weird. You were the best. I tried. When I was 8. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are the best. But it's weird, right? So growing up my entire life, I had to watch like other, games of other schools. Like Indiana would be losing 56-0 at halftime. I'd be like, oh, it's okay. Let me go watch another game for a little bit. Oh my gosh, this team's good. Then I come back to Indiana. And then it's like they were getting crushed. So to watch an Indiana team be good all of a sudden is awesome. After years of having to watch other teams be good and other teams make the playoff every year. That's why beating Bama the way they did was euphoric, because I had to watch Bama be great my entire life. And then watch Indiana destroy that? Wow. And this guy says, let's go Miami to U. They are in the chip. Hopefully Indiana gets there to play on. That would be a hell of a game. Miami, what a year it's been. The U returning to national prominence once again. What the hell? Hold on. This one's way more. We're in commercial, sorry. What the hell? Keep telling yourself that. You can go ahead and tell yourself that all you need, man. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. We will see. And I'm gonna tell you, biggest issue out of this Oregon team coming to play Indiana. They make too many mistakes. You want to talk about a team who makes mistakes? That's Miami, and they're due for some mistakes. So I would be careful for what you wish for here, man. It would be a tight game. It would be a tight game. Ball is in the end zone. It's a touchback. Oregon has it down 14-7. I do think you guys could probably beat Oregon, though. I don't know about beating the Hoosiers. He hit the IU. I like that from Coop. Cooper and Surratt together. The duo. Wow. 1st and 10. Here is a run. That's a good idea to run. It gains 4 yards. Half time. I'm kidding. It's Luke. L. U. K. E. Second and 6. Last play of the first quarter, if they even snap it. I don't think they will. They don't. All right, end of the first quarter, 14-7 Hoosiers. Any of them. Yes, Luke. Man X369, listen to me. Look at the D-lines that Indiana has played. Okay? Ohio State's D-line. Bama's D-line. Oregon's D-line. Iowa earlier, right? Some very good defenses, some very good defensive lines. Every one of those games that I mentioned, the O-line dominated. The only blemish the O-line has is against Penn State. And when it came down to it with 2 minutes left, who won the game? The O-line of Indiana just wreaked havoc on the D-line of Penn State at the end. So you can have talent. You can have stars on your D-line, on your O-line. My name is Ashley. Hello, Ashley. I assume so. But are you coached as well? Do you make mistakes? Are you going to play disciplined? Are you going to play within yourself or within the team? Miami, we'll see. But I'm seeing a lot of Miami fans thinking that Indiana is going to be roadkill once they see them. That is hilarious. There is a reason that Indiana is 14-0. And there's a reason that if they get to the championship, they will be 15-0. It's not a fluke. It's not well, it's Indiana. I've never heard of Indiana being good. Take your glasses off. I do have a brother named Logan. Shout out to him. Love you, bro. Take your glasses off of okay, well, this is what I've seen the last 100 years. Take them off and then look at what you're seeing on your screen right now. Look at Indiana with a unbiased lens of anything. Watch how they play football. And then tell me that they are not one of the most competitive teams you have seen in the last 5 to 10 years. You can't. You can't tell me they're not. They do it in all three phases: special teams, defense, offense, offensive line, D-line, linebackers, receivers, tight ends, fullback, running backs, quarterback, cornerback, safety. There is not a place that Indiana lacks anywhere on their team. So it would be a hell of a game against Miami. That's all I got to say. It would be a hell of a game, brother. But I get it, man. You know, what does this team ever do? I understand it, dude. During the Pacer run last year, everybody, who are these Pacers? I haven't seen these Pacers. Wow, they keep doing it. Wow, they're in the finals. Oh, well, they'll get swept by the Thunder. Oh, well, they'll get taken out in 5. Oh, they'll get taken out in 6. And they got taken out in 7 because of an injury. Indiana sports are for real. Wait, Signetti. Signetti's pissed. He said we couldn't get lined up on all 3 levels. Facts. And it was Farrell who went out. I said he was a cornerback. I forgot. Farrell's a safety, so he's not a corner. That's big, and he is still out. So They're having to play some backups in place of Farrell, but that's not true because he's back out there now, isn't he? Yeah, it looks like he's back out there now. Okay, so he's back. This is a run. This will be third and about 1.5. All right. Huge third down here. Versus Indiana on October 11th, they were 3 of 14 on third downs. And that's a lot of the stats you'll see for third downs of other teams against Indiana. Oregon, though, 3 of 3 on third downs today, so that's pretty big. They say 3rd and 2. It's really 3rd and 1.5. They set the running back, and look who gets there! The whole Hoosier defense! 3rd and 2 becomes about a 4th and 4, and that'll be a punt. Great job, Jones. And my guy, Kamara. Mikael Kamara. Yeah, it was Kamara who broke this play open. Oh my gosh, yeah, he was the first one there. And then Jones out the linebacker position. Incredible. Incredible. That's that D-line for you. That's that linebackers. It's 4th and 3. Oregon is punting the ball away. And it will be a good one to the 18. 13:26 left. Oh, he loved that kick. The punter's hyped. It's a nasty defense to play against. Absolutely nasty. That is true. This Indiana defense, again, they're coached well. They fit their lanes correctly. They hit hard. They don't miss tackles. I don't know how anybody with a straight face can say that their team that they watch would, easily win or whatever. I get it. People have their biases. This Indiana team is really, really good. Really, really good. And we'll see if they can sustain a long drive here and get points. Oregon, it's starting to get out of hand if that happens. If Kurt wins an Natty, I'm concerned we will lose him to a head coaching gig in the NFL. No, you will not. We will not. The only way that could literally happen is if he became the coach of the Colts. There is no head coach vacancy at the Colts because they want to keep rehiring the same guy who makes bad decisions, and I don't even want to talk about them guys. Anyways, his wife loves Bloomington. This is the biggest thing that people keep forgetting. His wife loves Bloomington, okay? Meaning, happy wife, happy life. It also means he's old. So wherever he is right now, he's going to want to stay. So he'll stay in Indiana regardless. So if you're saying NFL job, there would only be one team that he could really go to, and that would be the Colts. Or he could maybe go down to the Titans. Titans ain't going to offer him enough money. Also, he already has a ton of money from Indiana. They're going to continue to give him money at Indiana because they have a ton of money. And he already has a big flipping house in Bloomington. So everything tells me he's going to stay in Bloomington. He's trying to make the next Alabama, Ohio State, yada, yada. He's trying to make the next one. So Lane Kiffin loved Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin is a totally different man. First of all, he's about 30 years younger, okay? Lane Kiffin, before that, showed a ton of that fakeness before he came there. And he had also coached at other Power 4 schools. Signetti, it's his first Power 4 school. He's like 70 years old. He just wants to win and run off into the sunset. Signetti, being older, also means he has a mind up here that's thinking about legacy, right? Because it becomes very tangible to you when you get old that, okay, it's gone soon. I got to make a legacy. He goes to a big school. He goes to the NFL. He's any other guy. He stays at IU. He's a legend. Hear that again. He goes to another big school. He goes to an NFL team. He's just another coach. He stays at IU. He is a legend. So I think he's going to pick the one where he can be a legend. Dying? I hope not. Here is a run. That'll be right at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. I'd watch you over Stephen A. Well, I try to have pretty good takes, and not try to just go with whatever, but I just think there's too many things that point to him staying here. And with the recruiting class that he just brought in, by recruiting class, I mean the transfer portal guys that he just got in. Could be the next Bob Knight. That is right. That is right. Football version. Very true. If they win the Natty this year, who's to tell them anymore they'll get? Look at this run. Oh, looked better at the beginning. All right, 3rd and 8 now from the 20. So this very good defense from Oregon trying to give their guys another chance to get right back on the field quickly, which would also hurt Indiana's defense because they would have to get in the field so fast. So big 3rd down here. Need to convert this to keep your defense fresh and to keep yourself in the field. 3rd and 8 for the Hoosiers here. 12:20 remaining in the 2nd quarter of the Peach Bowl. CFP semifinal. Mendoza drops back. Looking around. Now looking to run. Mendoza switches it. Mendoza's going to run for a first and way more. 35 up to the 40. He is sneaky fast. Fernando Mendoza with the 1st down and a lot more. Sneaky fast. Sneaky athletic. He is a phenomenal athlete. Look at his ability here to read and react. Switch. Look, when he starts running, he switches the ball to the correct hand. This was something, who was I? I was watching Indiana earlier in the year with my grandpa. And he mentioned that the way that he effortlessly switched the ball to the correct hand was what made him special in his eyes. I was like, I know what you're saying. Here is a run. This is good O-line, bringing it over. That's going to be a gain of about 5. There is a penalty. What is it on? He's amazing, man. I love Mendoza. I'll probably get a Raiders Mendoza jersey. Face mask. Defense. Oh, no. Defense. Illegal block below the waist. Indiana got that called against them in the Big Ten Championship. So interesting to now see it called against the opposing team. I remember that getting called against Indiana in the Big Ten Championship. So, yeah, that's a call that happens. Let's see it. It sure is. That's a chop. Goes all the way down. All right, that's a big penalty. And that's another one of the things I said. Mistakes and then undisciplined football. That's stupid. Why would you penalize like that? Now you just gave Indiana a free 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 40. Mendoza hands it off. Hemby gains 3. Committed another. Oh, he's going to the draft, brother. Oh, he's going to the draft, brother. Are you kidding me? The amount of money he's going to make in the NFL, he's going to the draft. I love Mendoza, but no, he's going to the draft. A couple reasons why. Number 1, the money. Number 2, they just got Hoover from TCU. Transfer portal guy coming in. He's not coming in to sit. He's coming in to start. So he will be the starter next year at IU. So that leads me to believe Mendoza is gone. Going to the NFL. That will be, oh my gosh, tipped and falling to the ground harmlessly. That could have been picked. That was bad. Where is this presser? Let me see this presser. Because I've seen a ton of Mel Kiper Jr. draft boards talking about Mendoza getting drafted. And everybody's talking about drafting Mendoza. Meaning, I'm pretty sure he's going to the NFL. I would be floored if he stayed. I would actually, yeah, no. I'd like to get a link or whatever. Pretty sure he's going to the draft. Mendoza drops back. Fumbles. Loses it. Finds a way to get it back. Now Mendoza has to just fall to the ground. Just get to the ground. Holy moly, that could have been way worse. Indiana's going to have to punt for sure. But they're lucky they did not fumble that football. He's just, oh my gosh, that looked terrible. Oof. Mendoza and IU squander an opportunity to really get going on that drive. Might have even had a long field goal, but no way. Oh, wow. Choof. Yeah, it was over quick. Now, if they get a good punt, it's fine. Here is the punt. It's back at like the 8. They are returning it, going horizontally instead of vertically, and that's going to hurt them. Gets to the 13-yard line. Good job, punt coverage team. Blindside pressure was rough. 100%. Stays 14-7 here. Oh, well, what an athletic play, though. Mendoza able to track it was brilliant, though. Lucky it wasn't way worse than that. So, good job on Mendoza to just get it back and get down. That could have been a nightmare. It was not. uh, 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 uh. 24 hours, 24 candles. Whoa. Okay, so we got 67, 33% still. So that means 16 Indiana, 8 Oregon. Right? If I'm doing the mathematics right. Hold on. Yeah, for sure. 8 and 16. I never was good at math. But that's okay. That's just the facts. Oh, 24 hours. 24 candles. 24 candles. Oh, he's definitely not committed yet. But I don't think he's going to stay. Once again, they just got one of the top transfer portal guys. Like he was like the 4th or 5th best quarterback coming out of the transfer portal to come to Indiana. That guy did not come to Indiana from TCU where he was getting solid playing time. He did not leave a place with solid playing time to come to Indiana to sit. He did not. He came to Indiana to play. Yeah, it sucks, but it's regardless going to happen. He's a good enough quarterback that no matter when he goes in, he's going to be picked to a bad team. And it's risky to stay another year. What if he gets injured, right? If he stayed another year, what if he would get injured? Then he tanks his draft stock completely, loses all that money, loses his career, and then he has to go do something else. The whole reason he came to Indiana, too, this is a big thing to remember. Whole reason he came to Indiana was to pursue the NFL. That's literally what he said. It was his final shot that he was giving himself to make the NFL. Because at Cal, he was not going to get there. He didn't see himself getting there from going to Cal. So he said, you know what, I'm going to go to Indiana, play, and if I can get to the NFL, I'm gonna get to the NFL. Well, he's going to be, yeah. He wants the Burrow route. Yeah, Burrow went to a rough team, right? Bengals? I think he's actually pretty similar to Burrow, man. I do. All right. 1st and 10. Oh my gosh, fumble! He just lost the football! Oh my gosh! Indiana recovers at the 3-yard line. What was that? Fumble! Indiana football at the 3. Oh, that is lucky, but we will take it. Thank you. Indiana gets the ball at the 3. I mean, nobody touched him. He tried to throw, and it just fell out of his hand. Oh, it hit. You know what it did? It hit his running back as he turned back to throw. And then he lost where it was. And was it Landino? Landino Benito? Holy turnover is right. It felt holy. It felt biblical. What the heck? I have never seen something like that in my life. I've not seen that before. What are the chances? Some things feel like destiny runs of fate. It's hard to say that this Indiana run is not a run of fate. Hard to say it is not that. Very hard to say. First and goal. Cooper moving around. Look at this run. That's a good toss. Black. Ooh, tried to hurdle somebody. Gets to the 2-yard line. Stuff like that doesn't happen all the time. Missed kicks with 2 minutes left in the Big Ten championship don't happen all the time, right? So, I don't know. It's just these string of things that keep happening just makes it feel like Indiana, man, has something really good going on. Indiana could go up by 2 touchdowns here if they get another touchdown, of course. It's 14-7 right now. And gets stopped at the inch-yard line? Yeah, stopped at the inch-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal. Good run. Almost got in there. Probably 4-down territory for the Hoosiers. They're kind of running the clock. It's down to 8:30 in the second quarter. Remember, Indiana gets ball after half. Mendoza hands it off. Touchdown. Kalon Black with the TD. And it's 20-7. And he is hyped up. Hoosiers touch pay dirt again. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Indiana up two touchdowns now. Indiana fans going crazy in the stands. This Oregon fan not very happy with what he's seeing. Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-7. IU 21, Oregon 7. We will take that all day. All day we will take that. I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Indiana trying to rerun what they did to Oregon the first time, but maybe even do it to them worse. I mean, 2 giant mistakes in this game. It could easily be 7-7. If there weren't these mistakes, it would be 7-7. But the pick 6 and then the fumble right there. And the fumble, I mean, I know it's kind of a freak play, but man. W Fretless for being in here with the scores. None of my moderators came into chat today, which is kind of upsetting. I need new moderators. Maybe I do. They just didn't show up on a Friday night. Where are they? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep tonight. Where are you? I'm so sorry. Cannot eat. I cannot sleep tonight. January football. Let's effing go. January football. Let's effing go is right. Oh my. They might even be playing on the biggest stage ever in January. I mean, is this not one of the best runs we've ever seen in college football? I mean that. Especially because it's Indiana doing it. Man, this has really been a sight to see. Ah, man. Man, oh man. Cannot eat tonight. Angel in the nightmares. All right. Where's that tall, skinny dude? Yeah, he's with his family today. I was hoping to be live with tall, skinny dude, but tall, skinny dude couldn't make it. Tyler. I don't know why I'm joking, but his name's Tyler. We love him, obviously. Tyler's my best friend. Hopefully, obviously, they got to win this game. Who do you like winning the Super Bowl? Buffalo Bills. Although, that's a YouTube video for tomorrow's daily upload, so Spoiler alert, even though I just told you. I'm only going, well, I don't want to give all my reasons, and I might change it. But right now, off of first glance, I'm going Buffalo, believe it or not. I don't love it. I really don't know. NFL has been so weird this year. I have no idea. I really have no idea. But I'm going to say Buffalo right now. It will be kicked out touchback. But yeah, we missed the tall, skinny dude. Maybe he'll be back for the Natty. Last year's Natty, we were live for Notre Dame, Ohio State, and it did pretty well. We got like 4 or 5K viewers, a lot of viewers throughout it all. I could see it. Yeah. I can only see it because Josh Allen has been to the playoffs so much. That's my only reasoning right now. Allen's played in a lot of playoff games. A lot of the other guys have not played in a lot of playoff games. NFC, I think it gets harder. I think it's a bloodbath. So we'll see. I just made my predictions. I need to write them down, then we'll make the video. This is a handoff that will go nowhere. Stuff the line of scrimmage. Woo! Woo! Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Where are you? Okay. 2nd and 10 from their own 25 are the Ducks. Dropping back, now throwing. And now that's a good play. It's a good gainer. Up to about the 40. Maybe the 45. No, just the 40. Okay. Where are you? To be another handoff. Oh, man. Run game starting to work for the Ducks. That's a 7-yard gain right there. They need this drive. They need this drive. Cannot eat, I cannot sleep tonight. Angel in my nightmares. Dun, 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 dun. Second and 3. They're going to pass. More sacked. He had time, but he had nowhere to go. Huge sack. They were really starting to get it going. That was just a huge sack. 3rd down now. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy pressure. Third down and a lot. Dante Moore dropping back. Pressure's brought again. He's sacked again. Oh my gosh. Interesting play call to pass the 2nd and short. Absolutely. Wow. This pressure, this defensive IU is wow. It's deflating, and it is chipping the wings of the Ducks right now. He had nowhere to go. What giant losses on back-to-back plays there. It was 2nd and short, becomes 4th and 18. Wow. Here's the punt. Sent down and received. And here comes Indiana, 30 up to the 35. 39-yard line on a great return by Brady. Moore is just getting attacked today. We're going to commercial. Wow, just getting attacked. I'm so sorry. Cannot eat, cannot sleep tonight. Oregon has 1 loss this year, and it's against who's exactly? It is, yeah. But this is just Indiana looking to break another trend. Bama lost to Oregon regular season. Not Oregon. Bama lost to Oklahoma regular season, beats Oklahoma when they face off again. Ole Miss loses to Georgia, beats Georgia when they play them again. 2 times, 2 teams play each other twice, and the loser of the first game won the second. So a lot of people were thinking, okay, well, Oregon then going to take this one. Well, not so fast, because all teams with bye weeks up until this time, the last 2 years, had lost, other than Indiana. So all teams that had lost the second time to a team they'd beat, that's not going to affect Indiana, because obviously they're able to. I'm not going to go that far. And I might actually remove that comment because that's bad juju. I'm actually going to remove that comment because it's bad juju. Okay? It's bad juju. It's very hard. Yes, that is if your team isn't fully, again, this team is just specially put together, disciplined. They all believe in the same goal. They're coached well. That's the biggest thing. They're coached well. A good college team that is coached well, meaning the men are listening to somebody higher up and they're actually receiving it and they're ready for it, is huge. Any team that actually listens and has the vibe of their coach is always going to be good, right? Cignetti is all business, so every Indiana player is all business. Our goal is to win. We're going to go in there, play by the keys of the game, win the game. I mean, if they're not heavy favorites going forward, right, every season, if game day is not in Bloomington a few times, by the way, let me mention that. I'm going to go on a small little rant real quick while we're in commercial. College game day did not come to Indianapolis for the Big Ten Championship, and they never came to Bloomington, meaning they never stepped foot in Indiana this year. What a disgrace. What a disgrace to the name of college game day that you missed out on coming to Indiana ever this year. There were times you went to other schools just to go to other schools because they're big blue blood programs, whatever, but you never came to the state of Indiana. What frauds. It's BS, and it pissed me off, and they should have came here. So that's all. And it made me very angry and upset. They came last year, obviously, for Indiana, Washington, but they should have been in the state at least once this year, because in the state is we're feeling it. They should have came back. I went to Kroger an hour before the game. 80% of the people in there wearing Indiana stuff. 80, 90. Women, men, babies, kids, it don't matter. Mendoza throws it over to Hemby on a screen pass. It's going to gain nothing. That will change next year no matter what happens. I agree. It will. I know. And I'm excited for it because I like to go to game day. It was actually fun when I went last year. I was just really upset when I saw, like, man, they're not going to come. And then I was going to the Big Ten Championship, so I was hoping maybe I would pull up in Indy early and go to game day. Nope. No game day. So that just made me angry. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. It's a popularity contest. That's fine. Indiana's going to be very popular after tonight. Here is Mendoza passing. Look at that catch by Surratt. One-handed with pass interference. What a freaking receiver. If this guy is not a guy you want on your freaking football team at the next level, Surratt, incredible. Pass interference defense, and he caught it with one hand. They were holding back his other hand. He still caught it with one. Incredible. Surratt is a dog. He is a dog. Look at him getting held like he is and still catches it. Oh my gosh. It don't even matter. Hoosiers? Play action here. Mendoza might have a chance to run. Going to pass to Cooper last second and gain about 8. Nice. Good play. Indiana looking to score one more time before halftime. They get ball after half. They're up 14 right now. They could go in to halftime up 3 scores, getting ball after half. What we are witnessing is insane right now from Indiana. This is next level stuff from the Hoosiers. Second and 3. 3:20 and ticking. Clock is going down. Not a run, play action. Mendoza throwing towards the end zone. Becker touchdown. What a catch. Indiana leads by 3 touchdowns. Wow. Oh my gosh. Indiana is putting belt to blank right now. Belt to blank. What a throw as well, by the way. I mean, obviously I said what a catch. Also, great throw by Mendoza. I think a lot of times you see these crazy catches, we don't realize like, hey, man, that was a great throw to go with that catch. I mean, he put it in a place where only Becker could go and make it. And Becker, I said it pregame, is the Alec Pierce of college football, and he is going to be one of the NFL's best deep threat, just go up and get it type of guys in the NFL in a few years. He is phenomenal. Love Becker. And he only ever got playing time because there was an injury to Surratt earlier in the year. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a freaking throw, dude. What a catch, obviously, as well. Oh my goodness. What are we witnessing? IU 28. Oregon 7. 3:13 for Oregon to respond here. Or Indiana to make another defensive stand. Charlie B. Entering tonight, 100 reception yards in 3 of the last 5 games. Tonight, 36-yard catching touchdown. Okay. Wow. Only word I can say is domination right now. Domination. Here's a run, gains about 4. And they're having to go to the run game because their pass game hasn't worked that well. And now going to the run game is going to kind of hurt them because they're down by a ton. And all the run game does is run a ton of clock. It runs a ton of clock. This is unreal. I've been saying that since like week 3 of the season. Was that when they played Illinois? Maybe week 4? When they started killing Illinois, I was like, man, this team's special. Even though Illinois turned out to not be that special, it was still crazy. Look at fumble! Fumble, ball's out. Who got it? Who got it? How about the who's yours? They got the ball. What a freaking defensive play by Indiana. And they forced the turnover, and they're going to have it in the red zone. Oh my goodness. This is insane. Bro, this is insane. Oh my gosh. Hello? Sorry, am I being too loud? Oh no, okay. I mean, this is...
No, you're not loud. I don't really...
Mendoza. Oh, fakes the handoff. Stiff arms the guy. Mendoza finds a way to get 2 yards there. Stiff arming, dudes. This is nuts. Yeah, I didn't expect... I mean, I expect them to win, but 28-7 right now? Yeah. They could be up 35-7 at... Oh, my gosh. Well, did you hear... Look, did you hear... And you know what, chat? Listen to this, too. Did you hear Saban before the game talking about Indiana?
No, he didn't talk about Indiana. He talked about the other coach, how much he liked him, but he was picking Indiana.
Yeah, but what
I didn't hear before that.
Before that, he was talking about Signetti, because obviously Signetti coached on his staff in like the early 2010s, and he's like, if I'm Signetti, I'm just telling my team we just got to play our game because the only way they beat us is if we don't play our best. Which gave me vibes of he's basically saying this Indiana team is like an Alabama, which they are. They are. We haven't seen this level of domination in a playoff since in Alabama. This is insane.
Georgia was pretty tough.
Georgia too, right. But like Indiana plays like an SEC team. I know. Who would have thunk it?
SEC, but whatever, yeah.
Who would have thunk it? This is kind of turning college football on its head. Yeah, facts. It is. What are we watching? Greatness. I gotta go get a water, guys. I don't want to lose my voice. Yeah, no, I didn't know if I was screaming too loud. Nancy, I didn't know if I was screaming too loud. Well, because I know you heard me during that pick six and started the match. Oh my god.
That was amazing. No, you did it.
Well, and he opened the game. Me and Tyler went to the game last year. That is in how it opened up. It was a toss.
He's so funny.
Him going, my wife
He goes,
is a Hoosier.
I talked to her more than anyone in my life. And
He's so funny. The other day they were talking to him. AJ Hunt was talking to him, being like, you know, Pat, it's crazy. You even had a show Christmas Eve. Don't you want to be with your wife and everything? And then Pat like looks at the candle holder and goes, well, you guys all know how I am, right? She needs space away from you guys. She needs space away. It's like I bet she does.
that would be your one.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
I know. But she puts some of them. You just gotta find the one.
Besides that, it's kind of funny and rich.
Yeah. Well, and he posted a clip this week. He was at the bowl game back when he was at West Virginia as a player, and he literally was interviewing his own teammates going, welcome to the Pat McAfee show. So he's had an idea of making a Pat McAfee show since he was in college still playing football.
You don't get to hang with Luke. I know you love him, but you
What are you
can't.
doing? Go Hoosiers!
Come on, Winnie.
Winnie, I'm going. Go Hoosiers!
Winnie.
All right, we're back, folks. Sorry about that, everybody. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Fuck the Ducks. Beavers better. And Ben is having to have fun. Oregon State fan coming in here. Don't worry, buddy. We're going duck hunting. And I had a coworker who was a Ducks fan. He's from Oregon. I was telling him, man, we're going duck hunting tomorrow, so you better be ready. We're going duck hunting. 3-star recruits playing better than 5-star recruits. Week in, week out. Saban didn't do that at Bama. I agree. Actually, no, what you're saying is the biggest thing. What Signetti is doing is unprecedented. Let me say that word again. It's a long one, so I know it might be hard for hell, even me, right? Unprecedented. We have not seen this before. This has not happened before in a sport like this. You can say the money and the donors and everything's making Indiana good, whatever, okay? But this is a bunch of 3-star recruits with some 4 sprinkled in, beating 5-stars. And doing it like this. Look at that run by Black. Should have been stopped. Finds a way, cuts up, gets more. 3rd down. Saban didn't have to have 3 stars because of under the table money. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. When the playing field got evened, right, meaning everybody could start paying players and stuff, we started really seeing good coach teams and hard effort teams really starting to pay off, right? For the most part. So we'll see, but man, if Indiana keeps this up. It's 28-7 at the moment. That is the pinned comment. How long will that last? Not very long, probably. It's 28-7. What was my prediction? 27-17. Indiana would win. I guess I need to stop making those type of predictions. I guess I need to start saying like 50-10. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. From the 14, this will be a screen pass over. Is that D'Angelo Pons? What is he doing in the game on offense? First down, D'Angelo Pons, the cornerback, playing offense. They're freaking throwing anything at the wall and it's working. This is humiliating. Dan is pissed. Oregon's coach is pissed. I would be too. D'Angelo Pons, cornerback, just came in on a pivotal 3rd down and got a first. What are we watching right now? Safety. I'm sorry. You're right. He's a safety. To me, he plays like a nickel corner like Kenny Moore. So that's why I always think corner, because he's the same size as Kenny and he plays with the same like hit a MFer. Right? And he ball hawks like Kenny. So he plays a lot like Kenny Moore. So I always view him as a nickel corner. I think if he makes the league, he will be a nickel cornerback. But anyway, he's flipping phenomenal. He is a safety, though. You're right. That's what he's listed as. Next level, he'll be a nickel. But dude, he just got a first down in the college football playoff semifinal. Indiana defense has 3 sacks, 5 TFLs, 3 takeaways. It's flipping insane, y'all. 5'9" as a safety is crazy. Exactly. That's why I'm thinking he'll switch to be a guard the slot receiver guy who's maybe 5'10", 5'11" himself. Mendoza hands the ball off right up the middle. Hemby, look at him move his legs. They're going to pull him to about the inch-yard line there. Second and goal. Keep this clock running. Keep this clock running. I'm going to unpin this comment right now. I'm feeling that confident. I'm unpinning it now. All right, next snap will be off with about a minute left. 28-7. Indiana gets ball after half, by the way. Here is the toss. Hemby does not get in. Gets stopped back to the 2. I would like my safety to be 6'2" because people like Charlie Becker. Facts, exactly. You'd like your safety to be taller because you got exactly those big, lengthy receivers. When you're in the NFL, especially, right, when he makes it, because he'll be in the NFL. Pons is amazing. You'll have guys like Mike Evans, Terry McMillan, Pittman, even though Pittman hasn't played crazy, but like Pierce, guys that are just tall, athletic, and will go and jump up over you and just catch a ball. But he's played good against bigger guys. I just think he's going to fit really well in a specific role. He's going to have to just play a role. Harrison Jr. Oh, facts. Who else? Puka Nacua. How tall is Puka Nacua? 6'4" as well. Probably Puka. But he could guard a guy like Cooper Kupp. He could guard a guy like JSN, right? Jackson Smith Njigba. Sorry, Mr. Affleck. What? W. Ben's grandma. You know that since you've been out, Puka's only 6'2"? Oh, very small. Not very small, but not as tall as I thought he was. Puka's a beast, though. Third and goal. Mendoza throws. Touchdown, Surratt! You throw it up, fellas. 34-7. This is a shellacking. This is a butt whooping right now. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. F yes. Another one. Wish Ohio State was consistent like Indy. Ooh, is it a touchdown? Yeah, it's going to stand. When he caught it, the ball was definitely on the white line, so that's a touchdown. When did his knee touch? Right there. Is the ball in? Oh, that's close. I think it's a touchdown, folks. I think it is. Yeah, Ohio State's just not coached as well. I mean, let's just be the truth right now. Day is not as good of a coach. It's kind of fraudulent. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown, folks. It's if the ball is hitting the white line, you have to wait for his butt to touch. It touches right there. They have terrible pauses. My gosh, guys, come on. When I saw it looked like the laces are touching the end zone here. Stop it. Looks like the laces are touching the white line. I don't think there's enough to overturn this call of a touchdown. 3 real coaches in college football, to be honest. That's pretty real. Who would you say they are? Touchdown. Surratt gets his touchdown. Keep it. We'll throw it up. IU. Indiana. We're all for you. IU. Look, guys. What you're watching right now might be the start of something. Okay. Obviously, there's another game after this one anyway, right? They got to go play Miami. And I know I'm saying this with 59 seconds left in the second quarter. A lot of game left. It's a 4-touchdown lead near halftime with the team that has the 4-touchdown lead getting the ball after halftime. So, yes, I'm talking about next. Man, I have said on the phone with my mom, right? I said on the phone to her that I would not, if you guys were probably wondering, why did Luke not go live for as many IU games this year? Because they just started crushing teams like this by halftime, right? And I thought, okay, no one's really going to want to see that. So when it came to the playoff, I was like, all right, the games are going to be a little closer. They are doing to these teams, they're doing to Oregon what they did to Bama tenfold. And it's starting to make me think, like, man, this team is just freaking phenomenal. So maybe I should have been going live all year because this is just truthfully one of the best teams we've ever seen. Kick out the back of the end zone, 59 seconds. Does Oregon have an ace up their sleeve here? They need to score badly because Indiana gets ball after half. Remember that. Man. We will fight for the cream and crimson and the glory of Orion. Here's Dante Moore looking around. Pressure's brought. Dante Moore has to get rid of it downfield. Not a terrible throw, but not a completed throw. I got to take my Oregon boys. Jack, do I have news for you? The score down there is not a falsehood. It is the reality. It is 35-7. Indiana is whooping Oregon by 28. And they get ball after half. So I don't blame you. You know, take your state. Shout out to the state. I actually think it's a beautiful one. I want to visit it sometime. It is a blowout right now. Sig Kiffin, Kyle Woodham. I wouldn't put Kiffin in there. If Kiffin was a real elite coach, he would have stayed with Ole Miss and ran them through the championship. I think Kiffin's a phony. Dante Moore, there's a hold, clear hold. Dante Moore kind of throws it out of bounds here. That's going to be a loss of 10 yards. Ducks or Beavs? Beavers, it's Beavers. Yeah, Ben's a Beaver guy. Wait, Ben, why are you a Beaver guy? You got family that was a Beaver, or like what happened? I've never asked you the origin of how you're a Beaver fan. Have I? Oregon State versus Indiana, probably 100-0. Indiana. Beavers didn't win a game this year, right? Or did they win a game? It's not. We're not going against Oregon State. Jack, we're going against the Ducks. Stop. You're confusing him, Ben. We're going against the Ducks. The Ducks are losing 35-7. It does not say Oregon State down there, does it? No, it says Oregon. Like Oregon University, the one sponsored by freaking Nike because the Nike guy went there. And they are getting beat by 28 points by Little Indiana. So no, the Ducks. The Ducks are losing by 28. It says Oregon, not State. OSU Beavers. Okay, first of all, OSU is Ohio State University. At least the way I read it. Or Oklahoma State. Here's Dante trying to whip it sidearm. That ain't going to work. 2nd and 20. We're not playing Oregon State. I don't know why Ben... Bro, Oregon State played in the toilet bowl. Wow, Ducks slipped a bit. They're ranked number 5. They're 13-1. Indiana's really, really damn good. It's... I don't even know. How can we even explain it? Indiana 14-0 beat Ohio State. Crushed Alabama. Here we go. Now we're getting closer. Here's a screen pass. Oh, it's a good screen pass. Not good enough, though. It'll be about 3rd and 8, though. Yeah, Sig's not using timeout. He's okay with a 28-point lead. Oregon State FCS champs. Uh-oh, here's a pass up to about the 38. Are they going to roll out a field goal? They got to try to. They got to line up first, though. Can their kicker kick a 57-yarder? I don't know. They're really going to try a kick? Oh, all the teams they face. But that's what's crazy. Because when they did it to the other teams, I understood. Wait, Indiana, we're all for you. We will fight for the cream and crimson and the glory of old IU. Never daunted, we shall not falter through the battle. We're tried and true. Oh, Indiana, oh, Indiana. Indiana, we're all for you. IU. Do you mean he's transferring? I don't think you can say he's trans. I don't think that means what you think it means. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. It's short. 35-7. It remains at halftime. It's a 28-point lead, and Indiana gets the ball. He's becoming a woman? Well, I didn't know that. All right, halftime update. Sorry, I forgot the third Indiana. Indiana. Oh, wait. Whoa, Sig. It's nothing. Hey, you gotta love Signetti. It's nothing right now, guys. Hey, it's not like they're up 4 freaking scores. Dan Lenning? Uh-oh. Yeah, Lenning, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is crazy. I remember years ago. Well, first of all, look, this type of stuff happening, by the way, tells you just everything you need to know. Kurt is the man. He is the man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. He is the man. I agree. He definitely plays the game. Nah, bro, he's texting his wife, bro. His wife's back home in Bloom. He's just checking on her real quick. Gotta see how she's doing, you know. He got kids? Does he got kids? I think he does. Probably grandkids. Hell. But shout out Sig, bro. Signetti, greatest coach in college football right now. Argue with a wall. He's the best coach in college football right now. So culture shift from basketball to football in Bloomington is something I never imagined I'd see. Yeah, and it's gonna stick around like that. Because all the funds and everything's gonna start going to football. It already has. It's not to say that their basketball team isn't actually pretty good to decent. They're on the bubble right now. It's super early in the season, but they're on the bubble. Some argue they should have made it last year. I don't know. The picking of teams in March Madness is an interesting one. Look at the Colts. Let's go Colts. Colts made me sad. Colts made me sad. Literally, Indiana is all I got, and they might do it all. So that's great. Indiana, oh Indiana, we're all for you, IU. We will fight for the cream and crimson and the glory of all IU. To the battle. Wait, what? Colts need to consult Kurt for winning. Facts. I think he needs to be able to do both. We get Kurt on Saturdays for IU, and then he comes up and coaches the Colts on Sunday, and then goes back down and coaches IU again. Kurt does double duty. He doesn't have to stay around the whole time with the Colts, but he just has to go coach them on Sundays. That's all. He just has to, yeah. Now, it's really the play calling and the coordinators. You know, this is what everybody needs to realize, too. To be honest, the basketball program. I mean, they will never do that. They are always going to believe in their basketball program, which makes sense historically. Well, he's already signed for 80 some million dollars, right? For like 8 years. That literally happened during the season. Why are people forgetting this, guys? Signetti signed. He's going to be here. And one of the biggest things, too, is the coordinators are signed as well to extensions. Meaning, it's not just Signetti who's staying. It's going to be offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, uh, you know, position group coaches. That's the real reason they're able to stay so good. Consistency in sports is the most slept on thing in all of it because that will win you things. So they have consistency at all those different positions. They have consistency at different positions of players. Pons obviously played last year and he makes a big play here. I'm so excited. Let's listen to halftime. I wonder what these guys are saying. What do you think they're saying, guys? Beautiful football. Oh, where's Pat? Oh, Pat's on his own show.
I tell you what, you can't help Indiana. Oregon most certainly did in the first half. Yeah, coming to this game, we knew that Oregon's offense will have to play a very clean game, and they've done everything except play a clean game. We're talking about 3 turnovers in the first half. They started their first offensive series with a pick 6, which really shocked me. You see,
Real.
ball to his left, and then the outstanding defensive back
15 straight champs in his dynasty. That's amazing. That's a lot of them. A lot of champs with the Vs, bro. Dude. Gonna be in real life. Maybe 15 straight FCS. Just wait till I get rich. Okay. Ben's gonna be the biggest donor to Oregon State. The Mark Cuban of Oregon State. All right, guys, let's read together here as we're in halftime. A childhood accident stole his sight, but incredibly, okay, you guys, are you listening? Okay. But incredibly, it endowed young Matt Murdock with radar vision and heightened senses. Armed only with his athletic prowess, Billy Club, and indomitable courage, Matt battles injustice as a crimson-clad gladiator. Stan Lee presents Daredevil, the man without fear. History is littered with wars which everybody knew would never happen. J. Enoch Powell. Let's give the devil his due. And he's pointing to Kingpin. So, a little bit of context. Kingpin, bad guy. He's running New York. Kind of like Halliburton does in the playoffs. He's running New York. So he's saying, let's give the devil his due. A Reckoning in 4 parts by writer DJ Chichester, penciler Lee Weeks, inker Al Williamson, letterer Joe Rosen, he's always the legendary letterer, colorist Max Shield, editor Ralph Machino, editor-in-chief Tom DeFalco, legend. Special thanks to Mark Grunwald and Bill Battle. This is part 4, Long Live the King. So this is about Kingpin. He's been ruling New York. Okay. And he's fat. Have you seen him? He's fat. He's fat guy. Hallie Runner good, but Devil bad. And we got shout outs. Kingpin, maybe Mob Boss. Kingpin, big boss. And Devil is bad. That's Kingpin. Daredevil, good devil, because he's Daredevil. It's got the quality of the low rumble of thunder. Weighs the self-made king of New York. Hydra was quiet, huh? Oh, was quite thorough, Mr. Fisk. The thick plastic oh. He's blind. Yeah, he's kind of like a ref. The thick plastic flapping heavy in the cold breeze high over my city. Still my city. While Fisk Plaza remains relatively unscathed, aside from the gunship damage, of course. Thunder announcing a storm. Oh, wait, now he's talking. That was just thoughts. Yeah. It's based on New York. real. What year is this? Let's actually read this. This is 1992, January. So this is exactly 34 years ago. Your other holdings were less fortunate after our casinos, brothers, narcotics labs, even your legitimate spice warehouses. Those are only the Manhattan prospects that were still waiting for photos from the other boroughs. Waiting? Maltese waiting? I'm sick to death of waiting. That's Kingpin. That's my Kingpin, it's my Kingpin voice. Let me read it again. Waiting? Maltese waiting? I'm sick to death of waiting. You guys like my Kingpin voice? Why do I have industrial plastic in my office when we control this city's window business? We run construction, but it's not salvage companies that work on my buildings, it's looters. Here's other guy. Yo, what up, Tyler? We're reading Daredevil. We're suffering a backlash from the Hydra terror. It isn't anarchy. Talk on the street of them manipulating the organization undermines your power, figuratively. Their strike forces have done it literally. Finances are also suffering from the efficiency of their computer hackers. We can maybe recover the smaller account, but that's going to take time. So here's bro. This and reading. I have microplastics in my eyes. Boston Red Sox fan. Boston Red Sox, remember, we're in New York. So why is this lady a Boston Red Sox fan? Think about it, guys. Why is this lady a Boston Red Sox fan? Cubs better. You're right. Cubs are better. Go, Cubs, go. My blind's gone. Nothing to hide me from peering eyes as I look out over my domain. Replaced now by this murky sheet. Nothing clear through its cloudy, distorting surface. Be it my city or my... Nothing is clear. Nothing. Carry on. Waiting to feed. What all this means is you got a criminal element adopting a wait-and-see attitude. Right. And the politicians and law... Guys, we're waiting. I'm sorry for the game to come back. Is it over? Watching my guys cook the ducks. Yeah, ducks are getting absolutely cooked, roasted, and toasted right now, guys. Vikings better? Oh, this guy's a Vikings guy. Oh, I forgot. Ben is a big Minnesota guy. Sports guy. You got fam in Minnesota? Okay. Politicians and law enforcement on our payroll are equally hesitant. Afraid I'm now too hot to the touch. Remember, okay, wait, I gotta do my Kingpin voice again. Afraid I'm now too hot to the touch. As you say, and our monetary difficulties have left us unable to sweeten the deal with either faction. All told, both sides are afraid of getting their hands dirty. Hold on, what are they talking about? I have fam in Minnesota, I do. I agree with Tyler.
What impressed me the most was the resiliency they showed to keep playing the next play and overcome the adversity that they created themselves. And I think if you're going to win big games, you have to be able to do that because things are not always going to be perfect. That's a championship mentality. That's it, sir. You mentioned two of their wins, Desmond. They had the interception in the end zone against Texas A&M.
I was born there? My fam dipped. Oh. Ben left. Ben was a refugee. Minnesotan refugee. Bro looks like CK. That's rich. The legal and illegal corporate afraid of getting their hands dirty. I remember a time with a little blood on a man's hands. was a mark of success. Let me read that again. I remember a time with a little blood on a man's hands, and then it shows his hands bloody in water. Was a mark of success. Yeah, I'm very aware. I don't think it's that bad. I think the news inflates stuff, though. Yeah, deleted. Getting political. Deleted. Ben is deleted. We're getting too political. I remember about that day. I remember about that. Oh my God, what a reference by Tyler. I remember about that. You talking about the one guy who gets the filters on his face? I remember that. Yes, bro. W ball knowledge. All right, we're done reading. You guys obviously are not focused during freaking book talk reading time. Ooh, look at this lady. Excuse me. I wouldn't want to be Miami playing in Miami for a natty against IU. What's the hardest part about eating a vegetable? Is this a joke or like hardest part about eating a vegetable? I don't know. Sometimes they don't taste good. I actually like vegetables that I can think of. It's hard. What is Ben on? What do you mean it's hard? I remember about that, though. I remember about that. You should read, but instead of read, you eat the entire Taco Bell menu. It is pretty bad. Lots of people are protesting in the streets, just saying. Yeah, well. We're getting too political. Guys, we're only here to talk about ball. I'm kidding. Getting her out of the wheelchair. Yeah, that might get deleted, Jack. Jack, this might get deleted. Cannibal! Y'all some fucking goofballs, bro. What happened? They shot John Pork in Minnesota. They shot John Pork. Tim Cheese shot John Pork in Minnesota. Rest in peace, JP. Rest in peace, JP. Say his name. John. Say his name. Pork. Say his name. John Pork. Honestly, USA versus Canada hockey top 5. Easily. Tyler is funny, goofball. USA versus Canada hockey top 5. Yes, Tyler. I'm talking about John Pork. Rest in peace, JP. Never forget. IU 35, Oregon 7. Oh my gosh. How many points do you guys think Indiana's going to have by the end of the game? Let's do a flipping Q&A. We're about to end this poll. Guys, we're about to end this poll. Okay. Q&A. You guys get to answer this. Here you guys go. Q&A. Q&A. Are you guys able to answer that? Please chat. Tell me, chatters. I tried to do this one day and it didn't work. But my live was pretty dead that day. How big is it? Do it fart? Probably 8 inches in thick. Wait, so are the numbers that you guys are like commenting, is that what you answered in the Q&A thing and it just shows up? Someone said 38. We answer in chat. So what the fuck was the... YouTube is so flipping goofy, bro. What is actually going on? Ben, bro, you're gonna get banned, bro. Ben, stop. Yo, somebody tell Ben to chill. What is this fat diabetes commercial? Oh, sorry. I did not mean that fat diabetes commercial. I did not mean that. I meant diabetes. Diabetes is serious, by the way. And you guys should get tested for pre-diabetes. So you don't have to keep asking. Okay, so your guys' answers are this. 49-17. Someone said 56. That's not a bad answer from Ben. 80. Jack said 38. He thinks we only score a field goal. He's expecting a big comeback from Oregon. Tyler said 80. So, wow. So more than double the score from right now. Kobe Martin touchdown. That would be awesome. Kobe Martin touchdown. We need that. Oh my gosh. Ben. My type of commercial. Love you, Mr. Affleck. Good at game. Affleck, if I was in hospital, would you come see me? Would you ask me to come see you? Then yeah. How would I know you're in the hospital? I don't know. Love you, Mr. Affleck. Thank you. I would. Tyler would come see you. Oh, what a nice guy. Yo, who you guys got? Houston or Steelers tomorrow? We're just gonna keep doing these question ones. We're gonna keep doing these question ones. Okay. Here's my next one, guys. Please answer. Please answer. Please answer truthfully. All right, there you guys go. Kobe Martin touchdown coming, yeah. This commercial's long as hell. Bills, not a bad answer. Bills. Buffalo. Colts. That's a good answer. Yeah, probably best answer I've seen. Colts. Colts. Go, Colts, go. Ravens. Ravens. Super Bowl. Broncos? Not bad take. Bills because of Brandon Cooks and Cook. James Cook? That was a Bulldog. But yeah, I like their offense too. Don't love their defense. All right, folks, we're back. Watching the best team in all of college football versus a team that calls themselves the Duckies. Broncos frauds. I kind of agree actually. I don't know. They play Houston or Steelers winner. We'll see how that goes. The power of friend always wins in the end. It's true. We're sitting back up. All right, don't want to get tired because this team is whooping butt right now, guys. Miami played last night. Okay, am I tripping or did I not just say we're watching the best team in college football? I didn't say second best. So, yeah, I said the best. My game might be behind. Probably not. If Bills don't make it to Super Bowl, I bet Josh Allen wants out of Buffalo. Woo! That's a hot take. That is a hot take. He's kicked out the back of the end zone. Well, middle of the end zone. All right. Indiana gets it. They're up 28. Fretless has to start a page. Yeah, Fretless should make a page. Fretless has had some very interesting takes, but I think he could make good content. I actually don't know. And why did I say he? Notice how I assumed he just because he's talking sports? Sorry, just because they are talking sports. Guys, Be better. But I think Fretness is dude. Anyway, 1st and 10. False start. Uh-oh. Not what we wanted to see for the first play. No seconds off the clock yet. Instant false start. Signetti pissed. Signetti's pissed. I'm pissed. I'm angry. I'm pissed. Who remembers that video? All right, 1st and 15. Handoff here. And this will be a gain of 2. 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Okay. All right, 2nd and 13. Lions just had their number. And the first one, it wasn't a good Bears team yet. There's a great pass to Surratt. 1st down on 2nd and 13. Gain of 15 there. Woo! Knew we were going to have some hot takes with this one. Hot takes. First and 10. Handoff to Hemby. Hemby gets stopped. At line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Popeyes is gargantuously overrated. I actually somewhat agree. Not fully, because I actually do like their stuff, but I think the prices at Popeyes have gone absurdly too high for the amount of things you get and also for how they taste. So I don't eat at Popeyes often at all. Last time I ate Popeyes was with Tyler around one of our birthdays, so that was like 4 or 5 months ago. Mendoza, Becker, that's a good catch. 1st down to the 50. This team is just so methodical, but everything works. Star Nashton right on Bears going off. Okay. W representation. Only representation I can think of from IU is CJ West, the lineman for the Niners. So, he got his first sack against the Colts, which was unfortunate. I was like, ready, dude, come on. But whatever. Mendoza playing very well. This is a handoff, and this is going to be a nice run by Kaylon Black. 1st down. No, Mendoza need to go to the league, and I don't blame him when he does. Only reason he would stay is if he didn't want to play for the Raiders, which maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't want to play for the Raiders. Who does? Here is Mendoza running, and he will gain about 5. I wish he could go to a team that's good right away. You know what I mean? I know. TCU guy's going to be good. He fits the mold of Signetti IU quarterback. Second and 5. Oh, almost got him to jump off sides. Mendoza switches something at the line. He should have been number 1 over Moore anyway. That is a loss of about 2. He's better than Moore. He's been better than Moore all year. Moore might have more eye-popping throws at times and such, but as you see from the way Moore has absolutely given away the ball today, I don't know how you wouldn't take Mendoza. Is Mendoza as talented maybe? Maybe not, but I'll tell you he's solid. He's way more solid and he's sneaky athletic, like right here. Mendoza running, spinning, what? No, loses the football, but they get it back because, of course, they get it back. It's Indiana, and they are destined to win. Signetti QB got to be white. That's not what I meant, but take it however you will. Mendoza started doing too much, spinning around and stuff. Bro thought he was Lamar Jackson or something. Mendoza, I need you to get down. Of course, this is right. Look, it's because I jinxed him. It's because Ben's trying to get me to jinx him. I'm talking about how good he is with the football, how smart he is, whatever, and then he fumbles. So I'm not liking the jinx, okay? But guess what? That fumble wasn't lost. So that's the big difference. Mendoza, they didn't lose the football there. They kept the football. Go Hoosiers. Sig's pissed. Still. Right, bro. No, why'd you say that? See, Ben, now you're really pissing me off. No, we got a jinxer in the chat, folks. I hate to say it, folks. In the chat, we got a jinxer in the chat. And I'm tired of it. Here is Hemby. Gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 5. We got a bad juju, bad jinxer in the chat, guys. Don't repeat anything out loud that Ben is saying. He's trying to get us caught up. He's secretly a Duck fan. Which comment did I remove? I removed one of your comments. What comment, Fred? What? Lucky? Did not remove that. What comment did I remove? Mendoza throwing touchdown. Is that EJ? I think that's EJ Williams Jr. It sure is. Love to see him getting some love. 41-7. Yeah, because that was bad jinxing, bad juju. You know, F it, guys. Obviously, with a 35-point lead, say whatever you want in chat, to be honest. I'm not upset. All right, 41-7. We need a new score. We need a new score. We need a new score. You know, honestly, with the way it is right now, say whatever you want. This is incredible. Wow. That's 4 touchdown passes for Mendoza, who is putting on an all-time Peach Bowl performance today. EJ Williams, good to see him get in. We love him. Wide receiver 3 most of the year. Became kind of wide receiver 4 once Becker stepped up. But he just found a way to get open there. He almost smiled. Signetti almost smiled. Oh, he's cracking a little. You see him. You see him. Okay, Aflac real name is Jacob. This is not true. My real name is not Jacob, bro. Listen here, Benjamin. Yeah, that's insane. There are people who did that. Negative? Yeah, negative. My name is not Jacob, by the way. For all the real people out there, my name's Luke. I know it sounds like I'm lying. I'm not. It's real. Hold on, folks. Okay, I got one for you guys. Got a new Q&A for you guys. Affleck likes Clemson. Fuck no, don't give me that shit. I've never liked Clemson. Clemson? No, I was not a Clemson guy. Ever. Teams I had 1 year runs with. I was a fan of Washington when Penix was there because he was a former IU guy. That's not a lie. I liked TCU the year they had Max Duggan. I was rooting for them to win it all. They got smashed by Georgia. And then other than that, I've been an IU guy. Prove it. If your name's Duke, what's your address and social and credit card number? What? Guys, stop. I'm not a Clemson guy. I'm a Gamecock. Ooh, classic pet. I was like, what is he saying? W, favorite freaking pizza topping. Classic pep is the answer, by the way, I think. I think pepperoni on pizza is got to be the best. Buffalo chicken. Okay, you got him. His real name is Jacob. Do I look like a Jacob, folks? Chatters. I don't look like a Jacob. Yo, guys, this game's kind of getting out of hands. Get it? Are you in good hands, Allstate? Eight minutes, 52 seconds left. It's 42-7, Indiana lead. If there were any Oregon fans in here, I'm sure they're starting to hit the exits already. But you never know. Maybe they're still here. I hope they're still here. They paid so much money. But I don't see much green in the crowd. Did they hurt Hemby? What happened? They hurt Becker? No! What? That's fine. Becker, heal up. Let him rest for the rest of the game. Heal him up. He'll be good. Charlie B will be good. He walked out of the tent looking pretty good. He will have time to heal before the next game. Here's a big run by Oregon. 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. He's going to move upfield. That's a block in the back if I've seen one. They're not going to call it that, though. And that's a run up to the 4. A huge response that was desperately needed by Oregon. And they're within the 5-yard line here. Only down 5 touchdowns. But they could get one here. Just a break right there. That was a huge run for Oregon. Moving a guy over. Dante to the end zone. D'Angelo, there's a flag. It's pass interference. Back first down. Gosh. I don't know. I don't love that call. Yeah, he's kind of getting him when the ball's near in the area, but he was looking at the ball most of the time. That's kind of a tic-tac type of penalty right there. To me, that's ticky-tacky. That's ticky-tacky. Here's a run up the middle. Touchdown, Oregon. Yup, they got it. 42-13. Looked pretty borderline. Yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting call. But it's all right. Okay, looks like they're going to go for 2. He's putting up 2. Which would make him down 27. Don't know the big advantage of being down 27. That's 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, and a field goal. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, they were eventually going to have to score. Here's a 2-point conversion. And that time, see, that's why you don't line up D'Angelo with the tall guy, because that was an easy catch. Oregon guy, Johnson, starting to tell people to be quiet. He's only down 27 points with 7 minutes left in the third. And he's going to tell the Indiana fans to be quiet. You got to love that, man. A guy who's very humble and has definitely been there before. Starting to tell people to be quiet in the crowd, down 27. Interesting Interesting strategy. I haven't seen that strategy before. It's very interesting. Okay. It's 42-15. Third quarter, 7:50 left. Indiana looking to go on another long drive, probably. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go restroom. Sit back, chillax, relax. Just for a sec. Wait, better Charlie B than Charlie Hebdo. Who is that? Charlie Hebdo? I don't even know who that is. I'm probably too young for your reference, Jack. I'm sorry, buddy. Too much gosh darn monologuing. Be better protected from mayhem, like me. Be better protected from mayhem, like me. Corn flavored popcorn. Pretty good. All right. We're back. Indiana ready to return a kick. For a touchdown? Maybe. I hope. I believe. Let's go, frontless. And it's not even returnable, so never mind. All right. Oh, wow, look at the national championship trophy. Why are they showing this? Cincinnati. But it is in sight, which is kind of cool. Both teams are able to see what they're playing to get a chance to play in. Oh yeah, IU 40. Okay. Shoot, yeah, I had the wrong score. Thank you. Miami did beat Ole Miss 31-27. It's a good win last night. Indiana looking to hold this big lead for the rest of the game. Mendoza hands it off. Look at this run. Oh my gosh, Kalon Black is off to the races. 40, 35, 30. There's a flag. And he will get tackled at the 16. I think this is coming back, guys. I think this is coming back, sadly. Black looked gone, got in the red zone, but I think there's a hold, and it sure is a holding penalty. Oh, that's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh, no. It is, though. It's very unfortunate. Indiana don't even think there's nothing there. I want to see it again, too. Here it is. I can see it. Yeah, it's frustrating for sure, but yeah. Okay. Penalties, 2 for 25 yards for Oregon, 4, but only calculating for 22 yards for Indiana. So even with less penalties, it's been more yards for the penalties for Oregon. Clock starts to run. They want to run this clock, I think. Well, hold on. What's he talking about? There's boos happening, obviously. Now the clock starts. Okay. Obviously, fans are booing. Fans are realizing, oh, Becker's out there already. See, I would have sat him, but I guess Charlie Becker's already back out there. Here's a run. It'll gain about 3. It's 2nd and 17. Mendoza drops back here for a pass. He has all day to throw. Mendoza gets it out and completed. It's a gain of about 12. It'll be 3rd and 5. To Nowakowski. The fullback tight end. That's what he called him in an interview with McAfee. Look at that. Indiana turnaround. That's insane. Third and 4. Mendoza drops back. Helmets are flying off. Mendoza. Surratt, did he get a foot in? Oh, he sure did. That's a catch and a first down for Indiana. A big one. Surratt has 6 catches for 72 yards. He also has a touchdown. Coogan has to come off the field for 1 play, which is unfortunate. He's obviously so phenomenal. That's an insane stat they're showing right now. I'm not going to say it because I'm not an announcer's jinx, although they are saying it, which means the announcer's jinx is in effect, sadly. But it's not going to be in effect because of me. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff. Look at that way to burst into the hole. It's going to be a gain of about 2. 2nd and 8. Mendoza looks up at the clock, which, I mean, isn't a terrible thing to do here. I know with like 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, you would think like, oh, why is he? But guys, I mean, that's 20 whole minutes left and you're up 27, so you got to think about it. There's a bunch of stats like that. There are. Mendoza's phenomenal. I'm just not going to say them out loud. But they are definitely saying them out loud. And they're worth saying. And by the end of the game, you will hear me say them because they are worth saying. They are good stats. Here is a run just plowing a guy, Kalon Black. It's going to be about 3rd and 3. Good run. Good run. Why are they showing Alberto? Because Alberto might have to come in soon. They might say we got the game in the wraps. They don't got the game in wraps at all. I mean, they do, but you got to keep Mendoza in for a little longer. Alberto's ready whenever, though. 3rd and 3, Mendoza. I mean, he has all day. Mendoza! Oh, incomplete to Cooper. This will be a punt by Indiana with about 4 minutes left in the 3rd. Couldn't get anything going that drive, but did run a little bit more clock. Which means now they're 19 minutes away. Are they going to go for this? No way. I didn't think so. I was like, no way. You're not going to give them plus field position after they just scored and start to really make them feel like they're back in this game. You can't have that happen. All right, here's a big punt. This is going to be a big punt right here. Especially if they can lock it down there. It will check up. Oh my gosh, check up at about the 5. Becker goes and gets it. Weighted down it back at the 5. Oregon has to go 95 yards to score now. Oh wow, great job there. Again, it's a 3-phase game. One of those phases special teams, and Indiana finding a way to even win that battle with a great punt right there. Ooh, everything keeps going IU's way, exactly, which is a good sign. And also, when things go a team's way, a lot of people say luck, but I want you to know, lucky teams never win it all unless they're good as well. You got to be a good team. Every team can get lucky. Every team. Kent State, right? A MAC school can get lucky from time to time. Get a couple plays to go their way. But if in between the luck they're not doing best punt of the year, that was one of the best punts I've seen for sure. That was amazing. Checking it up right there. I mean, that's an NFL level punt for real. That guy just got himself scouted by NFL draft prospects. So good for him. That's a hell of a punt. A hell of a punt. But again, it's all 3 phases. Having your ability to punt like that as well, and we've already seen what the offense and defense has done today. This Indiana team, best 3 phases in college football. Oh, what is this burger they're showing? Yuck. You guys see this burger? Ultimate Steakhouse Whopper with all them mushrooms. Oh. No way, no way. I don't like mushrooms. Yo, Tyler, you coming to the gym later? Yo, are me and Tyler going to the gym later? I don't know. Burger King. That's what it looked like. Yuck, bro. Ugh, Burger King. Yuck. Burger King. Foot lettuce is the last thing you want on your Burger King burger, but it just turns out that might be what you get. I'd be mad. Don't fucking give me a Burger King burger. Burger King burger. Burger King burger, lettuce burger. This is crazy. Indiana, Bravo, yo. Yo, boom, boom, boom. So yeah, boy, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what is this? Foundation of Teachers. Saturday, the Natty. It's a Monday. It's always a Monday for the Natty. It'll be a Monday at like 8. Here's a run, and that's a gain of about 2 or 3. I used to be so mad because I couldn't watch the Natty because it'd be on a Monday, and they wouldn't put it on the actual channel. It'd always be on ESPN. I didn't have ESPN at the time, so I'd have to like find it on my radio and listen to it. But now I am going to be able to watch it on a big TV, and it's going to be Indiana. I am blessed beyond compare. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for putting me here, for real. So yeah, just gotta say that. Shout out to JC. Jesus Christ, for real. All right, guys, 2nd and 7 for Oregon here at the 8-yard line. Dante Moore has had a rough game, to say the least. He will hand the ball off. Indiana's defense is there. That's a loss of 2. Make it 3rd and 9 from the 6. I can't believe the Hoosiers are going for a title. Why does YouTube try to hide that? YouTube doesn't like the Hoosiers. But I do. I can't believe it either. This is This is video game world is what I keep telling people. Like when they played in the Big Ten Championship, I was able to see it in person. Oh, that's a face mask on Oregon. That got called? Sure did. It's only half the distance, though, so they're probably back at the 3-yard line. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'd attack right here. I'd attack right here. Here they come. Moore chucking it deep downfield. He has an open man. He caught it. What a catch. Up to the 49. Oregon starting to make a play here. And with 3 minutes left in the third, there is time here, guys. What a catch. What a grab. Oh my goodness. Phenomenal catch by Oregon. Wow. Wow. They're showing life for sure. Is it too late? Probably, but they're showing life. Of course, being down 27, they're still down 4 scores. So, with 17 and a half minutes total left, that's a lot of work to do. I've seen crazier in sports, though. Anything can happen. Indiana's got to stay on their P's and Q's here and really start locking down. The big guy. Big guy, 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 big guy. Hey. That's why Becker's still playing special teams. Yeah, I mean, he's a great special teamer, man. He's a great player in general, though. Great special teamer in general. Or, sorry, great player. Great receiver. Good teammate. Yo, we sleeping on the Colts blanket today. We sleeping on the Colts blanket today. I'm kidding. Yeah, I get it, dude. But you know me, I'm always supporting the shoe. Although I have not financially supported them in a while. So don't forget that. But if I have a blanket laying around, I got a while ago. Yeah. But they definitely need some changes, man. Don't get me twisted for 1 second. They need some changes. Dante Moore in Oregon at midfield. 2:30 remaining in the third quarter. Here are the Ducks. Dante Moore throwing it over on a screen pass. And this is a good screen. With speed and agility, they get to about the 40. So that's about a 12-yard gain. Looked like a lot more because he did a lot of different stuff there. But yeah, Dante Moore not having a bad game, 11 for 16, 168. And he's really starting to put it together now. He throws an incompletion. Of course, I kind of just jinxed him. But he is starting to put it together now. I did not keep. I'm running. I'm inside my hand. 2:07 remaining in the third. 2nd and 10 for the Ducks from the 40. They're going to hand it off. Great tackle there, Landino. It's a 1-yard gain, 3rd and 9. Good celebration. I like it. What was that? Can't keep. From the 39-yard line, 3rd and 9. Dante Moore changing the play of the line. Now stepping back, now looking around. Checking his checks, moves a guy over. Now looks around again, hands the ball off. Yes, Indiana's defense stops him just enough. It's going to be 4th and some inches, really. 4th and some inches. I think it's go time for Oregon. It's got to be for the rest of the game. I'm kind of surprised, though, but their kicker couldn't make a 57-yarder, so do you think he can make a 51? I don't think they think he can, so they're not going to bring him in. 4th down conversions are tied 6th in the Big Ten, Oregon was. Indiana also substitutes, as Oregon just did as well. 3rd quarter, we're 50 seconds remaining, 4th down. This is maybe the ball game. This could be the ball game, folks. 4th and 1. It's going to be a toss back. Indiana's defense is there for days. It's a loss on the play. Turnover on downs. Indiana gets it up 27. You might just say good night off of that play. You might just say good night off of that play. Obviously, we're going to keep watching because we're fans. But, y'all, that might have just punched a natty ticket for IU. I don't know why you're doing a toss on 4th and 1. What are you doing there? Some of this play calling has been pretty suspect from Dan. I don't know about it, but hey, I know about something. That's the Hoosiers. Here's a run by Hemby. Gain of 3. I don't like that play call there. I was just saying that. There's been a couple of those today from Dan Lanning that have just been very suspect on short yardage situations specifically, where he's just been out coached, maybe out game planned. I don't know. But I'll tell you this. Teams that try to do extra, and Alabama did this last week, right? In the Rose Bowl. We're going to 4th, by the way. We're going to put up your 4s. Go up to 4th. 2nd and 7 for IU when we get back from commercial. When you're playing against a team as good as Indiana, and you don't believe that you're as strong as them anymore, by the 3rd quarter, you see teams do what they just did. Bama did it in the Rose Bowl, where it was 3rd or 4th and short, and they're trying to run some motion stuff, screen pass, weird, whatever, where they just don't believe that their front guys are better than the front guys of the other team. They basically don't believe that they're as good. So they're having to mix up, do trick plays, whatever. That's the way that you upset teams. It is. But, man, you're basically saying we're not as good physically as this team. So that was Oregon conceding that fact and conceding the ball game. Game summed up in one word, dominated. I agree. And they've been dominated up front on both sides of the ball all day, which I thought was going to be the case. I did. In my preview video, I did not predict, obviously, as big of a lead as this is right now. But I said I don't see Oregon being as physical as Indiana for all 4 quarters. And I said you were going to see that, right, come into effect. Every quarter was going to get worse and worse. This 4th quarter could get ugly. You could see Indiana really, really just run away with it even more than they already have. Because it's relentless determination. Minute 1 to the very end. I agree that play call there is wrong. It is very wrong. Yeah, it is. All right, it's wrong. But again, it's a decision that is made because of not believing in your guys and knowing that the other team's front guys are stronger than yours, so you have to run something out or you have to run some clever, you're doing all this extra stuff. Well, you got to do all that extra stuff. Maybe you should have done it earlier. That's what I think, but you're now trying to pull it late in the game when you're down by 1,000. It's a pretty bad idea. Deliver like a champion today? That's funny. Can you show us the game, please? No, I cannot. It is on ESPN, and it is also on places that I will not disclose that you could find if you tried hard enough. Kurt Signetti's preparation for players is phenomenal. Yes. And you can tell they all believe it and know what it is. He literally has some saying, I heard some of them saying it because they were like told to do Signetti impressions. And it's something where it's like minute 1 to minute relentless, progress, Basically, just you can tell what he's saying really pays off to these people, and they really they feel it, they like it, they love it. Miami, there's a hurricane coming to you. Execution of it is spotless. Yeah, exactly. Look, when you have a group of talented young individuals that have always been overlooked get put together. Well, this is kind of what happens. Cooper gains about 2 right there. And you know, like Signetti said, "I win. Google me," is one of the best quotes he could have said. Because it doesn't matter who he has, he is going to win. What the heck was that view? 3rd and 5. Mendoza on the move, throwing. That's PI. Or something, right? No tangled feet? What are we going to call there? Absolutely nothing? Interesting. I guess it was a tangle of the feet. We got 14 minutes left. It's going to go back to Oregon. That's interesting. Oh, definitely. Definitely a tug of the jersey. Cooper fell down because he was tugged. Was the ball catchable? Not really, but you could have called a defensive hold, which is a 5-yard penalty and a first down. But it's not in that case. As IU punts. Back to the 20 is the Oregon punt returner. And, a miss right there. There's a flag, however, where this might be going back regardless. That's PI. I agree. Well, but again, the rule of PI is catchable. I don't agree with, but the rule is it has to be catchable. It's not a catchable football because of how far away it was from when he got pulled down. By the way, this is a holding on Oregon as we have the distance. But it's a hold regardless, so it's a first down. So they screwed up. There should have been a call there. You can't call nothing there. But they did. They called nothing. Luckily, Indiana's up by a bazillion, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, Signetti said, what the blank, blank. That's some blank. Okay. Fill in the blanks, guys. Watching live from TSC. Hoosiers! Welcome, Eminem. Watching live from TSC. That's good. Hey, get to work. Some of you should be working. Me, I'm off. You should be working. I'm kidding. Go Hoosiers, though. They are dominating. This ain't even really a ball game. It's decimation. Domination. Stick it to the man. Yeah, actually, you know what? Stick it to the man. That's real. Screw working. Watch the game. I'm sure you did good all week. Who cares? Keep working. I mean, don't keep working. Watch the game. Watching live from TSC. That's dedication. Dedication to the Aflac. You're a true Aflacker. You're a true Aflacker. What the heck is that commercial? I'm at the desk, LOL. And you got me turned up. Is Steve not there? Oh, must be supervisor. Must be supervisor Briggs. If y'all aren't aware, I'm obviously talking to a coworker here. I'm off of work though. Can't imagine working tonight. But anyway. Yeah. Ka. Look, guys. Hoosiers, Hoosiers. First and 10. Thrown to the outside. Great tackle. Loss of 1. Second and 11. 42-15 is your score. Indiana up by a bazillion. We got 13 minutes, 50 seconds away from Indiana punching their ticket to the national championship. Who knew I'd be able to say that? More. Play action. This will be a tackle made. Gain of maybe 5 there. It's 3rd and 6. Where is Tyler? Good question. He was supposed to be in the live today. Tyler had family stuff come up. He's celebrating his mom's birthday. Shout out to Tyler's mom. And he's just celebrating, I guess, and hanging out with his family in general. So he knew for a while. He just didn't want to tell me because he felt bad. He should have told me. I'm his best friend. Here is more throwing and almost intercepted. It was not. It is 4th and 6. It is go time for Oregon. As with 13 minutes, they need 4 scores. So 4th and 6 is go time for Oregon. And the band of IU is getting lit. The fans of the Hoosiers are getting lit. This is truly the ball game here. Oh, well, they're punting. Down 27, they're punting. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Indiana, put in your backup quarterback. Run this ball out. It's over. It's over. This is Oregon giving up. Is that a delay game on Oregon? Oh, my gosh, it is. Why would they take a delay game this far back? Are they stupid? What were they hoping for there? What the hell? Okay, they're going to punt from their own goal line. It's got punt return touchdown written all over it for me. Or a block. How about a block? Indiana blocks the punt, recovers it, and gets to the 6-yard line. Oh, wow. Blocked into the 6. Blocked into the 6. So Indiana sets up at the 6-yard line. Trying to now be up 49-15. To get another touchdown here. Was able to get a paw on it. Wow. Great job, Indiana. Okay, they got it actually at the 7, not the 6. The 7. 6-7. All right. 15:42, 13 minutes left. Indiana looking to score another touchdown. They have absolutely decimated Oregon today. I mean, devoured them. Everything. They've smoked them. Here's a run. Gain of 2 up to the 5. Second and goal. Obviously, running the clock is Indiana. Here is Mendoza faking the handoff, running it himself. Mendoza gets to about the 3. It's a gain of 2, so third and goal from the 3. Greg McElroy encouraging you. Wow. Obviously, Greg McElroy commentating right now. Signetti's waiting to get a timeout here. To go use it now. All right. Third and goal, 11:41 remaining. Indiana takes a timeout. This is insane. This team is flipping amazing. This is literally the best team ever. Ever. What? Who's yours? Ooh, creepy. Creepy, 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 creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Third and goal. For the Hoosiers. Mendoza drops back. Mendoza throws. Touchdown back in the end zone. Elijah Surratt put up the IU. Another TD for Mr. Elijah Surratt. Remember the first time I watched Surratt? I was just so impressed by how he plays the game. And I still really am. Still very impressed with the way he plays the game. Poise and everything else. Just a very good player. And the extra point is up and good. 49-15 is your new score. Surratt in the back of the end zone. Connected cam. Let's see this. Oh, wow, that's tough. Wow. I mean, this Indiana team, man. Ooh, a wagon. A wagon. A flipping wagon, man. Wagwan, man. Miami is the underdog. I'll tell you this right now. This Indiana team knows who they are. They know how good they are. They play like they know how good they are. They play with the confidence within each other more than within themselves. I said it 56-24 to my friend. Wow, you said that? You might get pretty close, man. Might get the 56 part. I don't know if Oregon's going to score 24. Who has a better Cinderella story? So, who has a better Cinderella story? I mean, when we're talking all-time things, Indiana, no doubt, this is one of the best stories we were ever going to see in sports history. There's going to be a documentary made about this Indiana football team, and I'm glad I got to witness them in person 2 times over the last 2 years. That Miami team is good. They're very good, but they were good 24 years ago, right? And they won national championships and had NFL-level guys for years. They had Reggie Wayne, Michael Irvin, Edgerrin James, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, right? Yeah, I mean, gosh. Too many guys. Where it's Miami is known as a blue blood, was known as amazing. And even though lately, obviously, it took them a while to get back to that point, IU has never been that. There's never been a time where you could say Indiana competes with Ohio State. Obviously, it took them how many years? 37 to beat them again? Andre Johnson, Warren Sapp, The Rock. Right, dude. The Rock. So, name after name after name. Clinton Portis. It came out of Miami. Who came out of Indiana? Not many. Not many, right? Especially not many that had elongated NFL careers that went to the Hall of Fame and have records and have established bigger things and are coaches now. Like Reggie, obviously a coach of the receivers of the Colts now. So it's like, man, it would be hard to say that Indiana, I almost just got to pick. It would be hard to say Indiana's not one of the greatest Cinderella stories of all time. Of all time. Versus Miami is back. I mean, there's no doubt Miami is back. And out of all the teams that have kind of fallen off and tried to come back, which is like the USCs, the Texases of the world, whatever, Miami's done the best to come back. Whoa, look at this season comparison of 2019 LSU Tigers to 2025 Indiana Hoosiers. I wouldn't go this far. But, I mean, I might in a way. I'm going to tell you right now, Cooper Jr., Surratt, Becker, obviously Mendoza, all NFL guys. It's a new era. That's a good first down for Oregon. There's a Burrow comp. There is. And I think there's also a comp because this whole team comparative to that LSU team. The amount of NFL guys that are going to come through Indiana now compared to the past 50 years is going to be staggering. And people are going to be shocked. As Dante Moore runs for his absolute life, throws up a lame duck, but he throws it out of bounds. There will be a Netflix documentary, no doubt. Maybe an 8-parter, maybe a 2 to 3 hour long, whatever it is, I'm watching it. I am a Cincy fan, and I'm jealous Indy has a coach that wants to stay at a smaller school, build something legitimate of a dream story. I will correct you, and I'm doing this on behalf of my friends and acquaintances at Indiana. It is Indiana, not Indy. Because when you say Indy, you're talking about Indianapolis. So say Indiana because you're talking about Bloomington. Bloomington is not Indianapolis. I only say that because when you say Indy, you're talking about Colts, Pacers, Fever. Or Butler. Butler plays in Indy as well. Or IU Indy. IUPY. But yeah, they're not Indy. Let me finish your comment. I just wanted to put that out there. Wants to stay at a smaller school and build something legitimate dreams. Yeah, it's legit. It is so legit, man. But they're not the smallest school in the world. Colts, Pacers, Fever, and now Indiana. No, for sure. Look, I'm not saying, bro, and this whole state supports Indiana. I was just in Kroger before the game. 90% of people in there, I mean this, had Indiana gear on. The state is overtaken by Hoosiers fans right now. And it's been that way since the college football playoffs started. Like, people have really, really embraced it now. So, I was at B-Dubs before the game. Crazy. Small in terms of college football? Bingo, you are right. 2021 Oregon State football had a QB. They natty winners. 2021 Oregon State. Is that the year they beat Oregon at the goal line? If so, I actually think you have a good argument. They were very good that year. Since he interviewed Sig and they said he prob couldn't win in the Power 4. Is that true? Is that true, Cincy fan, man? Did they interview him? Oh my gosh, why do I have a bruise right here? Ugh. Yes, that's crazy. Well, hey, man. You win some, you lose some. I'm glad Indiana somehow ended up with them. What a get. I literally made a video for the first time in years talking about Indiana predicting their season last year. Right? 2 years ago now, technically. And I said they would go 6-6, and that Signetti going 6-6 in his first year would make him a really good coach because Indiana, it's hard to go 6-6. And he did what he did, right? No pun, no pun. I know, no pun intended. You're good. I think what he's brought is a different level of life to the state, hope, belief, and fun. I mean, this is fun. I have never watched a team dominate like this and been the fan of the team that dominates. I'm used to this score right here being Indiana losing like this to Ohio State second quarter. And I got to turn it off. Trying to go all in on Deion Sanders and missed the year Sig signed with Indy. Dang. Look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's going to be an away game for Indiana. It will be an away game. But I do think Indiana fans will show up. It'll be an away game, maybe 60-40. I think it'll be an away game the way Ohio State was an away game when they had to play here in Indianapolis. And it still ended up being close to 50-50. I think Indiana fans show up in droves to Miami. They show up in droves. Here's Dante Moore dropping back, 3rd and 4, going for it. Oh, no flag. No flag and incomplete. 3rd and 4 becomes 4th and 4. We are 8 minutes and 28 seconds away from sending Indiana to the national championship, folks. How do we feel? How do we feel? Enjoy it, man. You have an absolute dream story of a team. after all the years of seasons ending at like week 5, yeah, for sure. This is something to be very happy about. Hold on, do I have a logo on here? Hold on, guys. I used to have a logo on here. Go Pacers. Ha ha ha. All right, Dante Moore dropping back. The guy gets tackled. That's definitely a hold. Dante Moore going to get rid of it. It's going to be incomplete. So there you go. Indiana will take the field up by a bazillion, up by 34. They will take the field probably with Alberto Mendoza. Thank you for coming in, by the way. David Matthew Tabor. Or Tabor, sorry. It was good to have you in. Oregon State beat Florida 2022, 30-3. Well, that doesn't mean too much because Florida's kind of been mediocre every freaking year and they just get overrated because they're in the SEC. But other than that, that's a good win. But Florida also kind of sucks because they're just overrated because they're in the SEC. But, you know, yeah, that's a good win. Florida really freaking sucks and they're overrated because they're in the SEC. Well, in a bowl game, even delegitimizes it more. You know, SEC teams suck in bowl games. I'm kidding. It's legit, bro. And that's a good win for y'all. Oh, look at this run. Look who it is. Here goes the man, Kobe Martin. Kobe Martin, if you wonder why it's such a big deal, why Tyler was mentioning him, Tyler did go to school with Kobe Martin in high school. So we are big Kobe Martin fans on the channel. It is awesome to see him in the semifinal. We need to get a Kobe Martin touchdown. That's what Tyler was talking about earlier. I think we're all hoping for it now. What a game from D'Angelo Pons. Opening with the pick 6, had a first down on offense. I mean, this guy is crazy good, man. Sorry, they're just showing him. It's just reminding me how great he is. Pons, what a legend. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Here is Kobe. He will go to the 40, 35. He's grabbed at the 29. Man, he wanted that end zone. I wanted it for him. We wanted the end zone for him. We got 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. That guy has a Peach Bowl shirt with D'Angelo on it, and that's his dad, Angelo Pons. D'Angelo's father. Okay, he just added a D to his own name. I like that, though. Okay, it's unique. It's unique. Shout out Angelo Pons. Here is a handoff. Mendoza's still in there doing the handoffs. I don't know why, sorry, obviously Mendoza, but Fernando, not Alberto. I don't know why Fernando's still in the game. Who knows? I would take him out, you know. Second and 7. This is going to run the clock down to around 6 minutes. What a win for the Hoosiers. This is incredible. Incredible. I thought they were going to do it. I had a pretty good feeling coming in today. But I didn't think they were going to do it in this way. Here's another run by Kobe Martin. He will find a way to get to the edge and gain 2. It'll be 3rd and 5. He's the 3rd string running back. Got put in 3rd string because the actual 3rd string got hurt. Mendoza going to pass one more time? They brought back in Kaylon back. Yeah, Kobe Martin, 4 rushes, 42 yards. This is like the Cubs winning the World Series. It's close. I think the Cubs one was bigger because of how many times they had been good and not been able to do it or just felt cursed. This is really the first time Indiana is so good, and Kaylon Black's going to score another touchdown. 56-15. Oh, my gosh, folks. 56 in the semifinal? I saw somebody, and I'm sure they were trolling. I pray they were trolling. Say Indiana's going to struggle to score 10 against Oregon. What were they thinking? Are they stupid? Anyway, whoa. 55-15. And Ben's prediction does look closer. Now, I don't think Oregon's going to get the points he needs. But 55-15, the 56 he said, is going to be accurate. Kaylon Black in the end zone. Mendoza smiling. Everybody smiles and happy. Happy-go-lucky happies. We got an extra point here from Nico Radicic with 5 minutes remaining. 56-15. Holy moly. Folks, if I told you pregame, that it would be a 41-point lead with 5 minutes left, would you have believed me? I don't know. Maybe you would have. But this just isn't even fair. Oregon, you didn't deserve to be here. You're trash. I'm kidding. Indiana's just that good. That's really what it comes down to, guys. Indiana's just that good. Oregon, you had a good season. But Indiana's just that good. And, man, talk about playing a team twice. Well, Indiana did them worse the second time. Which, I was trying to say, I almost predicted a 17-point win. I only went 10 points. Because I always fear going higher than that. I don't want to get cocky. But I kept thinking to myself, they won by 10 at Autzen with mistakes and by being in an away stadium. You know? Oregon State would be doing better. How much did Oregon State lose by to Oregon this year, Ben? Was it this score? I'm wondering. Because I know they played this year. So, Ben's not going to like that I brought that up. It's a civil war, right? Ain't it? Oh, look at this. These people are getting flicked up with Mendoza's parents, man. That is awesome. Look at that. And the freaking dad loves it. Fernanda and Elsa Mendoza, awesome. I want to see what Michigan going to do next year. Interesting. I don't know what they'll do. That's going to be completed on the sideline to the 39. Watch them score here, and Ben's prediction looks almost perfect. Yo, was that Fernando's sister? Guys, I'm about to hit it up. It was 7-41. Ah, see, so yeah. Bro, y'all kept it closer with Oregon than Oregon is able to keep it with Indiana. That's crazy. We beat Oregon more than Oregon beat Oregon State. That's crazy, because Oregon State won, what, 1 or 2 games? I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to be mean either. I'm just being for real. Like, wow, Oregon, you kind of been decimated today. That's a jump ball. Bro thinks he's Steph Curry. Shout out Mendoza and his mom. Who is that? Maybe his aunt? He's all kind of like a Michael Jackson. Here is a screen pass that will get to the midfield, basically. 4 minutes left now. Huh? Sucks when no money comes? Yeah, facts. You guys don't got no big donors, nothing going on. Well, you're going to rejoin a conference soon, right? Aren't they redoing the Pac-12 or something? It's going to be you guys and like some Mountain West schools and whatever. So that'll help. You know, you're not going to be in a Power 4 conference, but at least you're going to be in one. Kind of sucks you guys in Washington State were just left for dead. 3rd and 1. Here's a run that will get there. That's the first down. Hey, but at least it's Pac State. Oh, Pac State. Oh, yeah, Pac State, because Washington State, Oregon State, Pac State. That's fact. It's crazy no teams want in Washington State or Oregon State. Both of you guys, have some history. Look at Moore. Has to having to run for his life. 1st and 10. He's going to throw an incompletion out of bounds. It's going to be quite a trip back to Eugene. Jeez Louise, is it? This is the year that a lot of Oregon fans said, it's finally our year. It's finally our time. And then they got, trampled, shut up quickly. I don't know. But a lot of people were saying, hey, look, it's not the usual Final Four. We're the team that's never been able to break through. Here we go. They didn't really have it. Now, I didn't believe they really had it because they struggled with teams because of penalties and such. I said that in my preview as well. That they played undisciplined, had troubles, had turnovers, and all of that came to bite them today. This is a big run up to about the 38-yard line. Oregon running back trying to get physical, and now there's some trash talking. One of the guys trash talking is down 41 and his season's about to end. You might want to shut up. Washington State, Oregon State, Boise State, Fresno State, Colorado State, and more. IU is playing at another level entirely. Facts. Facts. Whew. That's just hit on hit right there. I like that though. You know what? Keep the fire going. That's more. Ooh, incomplete. Uh-oh. Somebody's up on a leg. Maybe that's just a little. Oh yeah, it's a Charlie horse for sure. You can tell because we've all had a Charlie horse. Yeah, he's subbing himself out though. Needs to stretch it out. Shout out the Oregon cheerleaders, everything for staying happy and positive with their team down. I respect it. Dan Lanning not happy at all. Blew the doors off him. It's crazy. 56-15. Again, video game. Hydrate and stretch. It's a big tackle there. Loss of 2. 3rd and 12. That's Jones. Coming into the backfield. We're going to reach the 2-minute warning on this play. 2 minutes away from Indiana making the national championship. Can you believe those words? Can you believe those words? Vunda, 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 bunda, bunda, vunda, vunda, lunda, lunda, vunda, vunda, vunda. Just some football lovers here. That's real. Just some pure ball lovers. One game to rule them all. Right, man. Wow. If you would have told me preseason Indiana would be in the national championship, I would have told you it's possible, for sure. I would have said, all right, you know, you would have to twist my arm a little bit. I would have said it's possible, though. I had this team preseason beating Penn State. This is back when we all thought Penn State was good. I did have them losing the game in Oregon, but only by a touchdown preseason. And then I had them losing to Wisconsin because I was like, okay, they're going to somehow lose the second game. I don't know why, but they just will. Well, none of that happened. None of it, okay? They just won every game. So, yeah. What about Oregon State? Look, bro, your team can come back. Any team in this era, given the right things, the right transfers, yada, 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 right? And once you join a conference, for sure, any team can get going. And even the group of 5, if you have a good season, you can make it in the playoff. Now, is your goal to win a championship if you make it in as a group of 5? No, it's probably to only upset one team. And, you know, get your moment to shine as, like, the team that upset the big one. Right? If JMU was able to do that, or if Tulane was able to do that, they would have always been enshrined in football history as the team that was able to take down greatness. But yes, IU is solid proof of that. If you would tell somebody 10 years ago that Indiana would be going to the national championship, and to get there, they would have to go through a 12-team playoff, which is even harder to get through than a regular playoff. In that, they didn't get in the 12-team playoff off of a, off of something crazy or, they barely got in, they had 2 losses. No, if you told them they got in as the number 1 seed that defeated Ohio State, the reigning champions in the Big Ten championship, and then got to the playoff, and then dominated Alabama, dominated Oregon, and was going to play Miami, the person would look at you and put you in a mental hospital and say that you're insane. What if I donate a lot of money? Do you think I can get Oregon State and Natty? If so, how much money? Probably not, because Oregon still chokes. It's not a Cinderella story. College football. I do think it's college football of tomorrow as well. I actually think Indiana could be the next juggernaut. And I don't think a lot of Indiana fans are in that mindset, which is good. Don't be. Enjoy what's going on, because obviously that might not happen. But I do think that is kind of the next level we're getting to. These type of wins and these type of games by this amount of score, I can only think historically happened to Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia. Clemson at one point. Clemson at one point was doing it right for 3-4 years. Those 4 teams, especially in the college football playoff era, those 4 teams. How much do you think a ticket to the national championship game would cost? $2,000. No doubt, maybe 3. 2 to 3K? At least. At least. To Hard Rock, Miami? 2-3K. It's got to be. But I will be live here. Not live at the game, but I will be live here on the channel. And I do think last year in my national championship live, I said Indiana will be in it next year. So I turned on the volume a little bit because we're getting ready for the trophy ceremony after everything is said and done. There's a big play. And look at this. Stopped at the 2. Indiana said, hey, we don't want you to score now, buddy. The recruits' eyes are wide open. IU is about to explode. Oh, that's definitely a face mask. Somehow, that's a freaking face mask. They kind of missed that, I'm not going to lie. Now, Oregon's running time off the clock here. They're wanting to get a garbage time score. For anybody who actually watched this game, you would know. Real score is probably 49-15, but whatever. 56 to... Well, maybe they don't score. Look at this D. The D's not going to want to let him in. No, no, no. Indiana holding firm to the very end here, guys. The Hoosiers are going to the national championship. And I am going to get emotional. I kind of am, guys. I'm going to be so real. I use transfer portal. I mean, look, man. Colts, the way they freaking imploded. Exploded, imploded, bloated. Trash. Pacers, how they're playing. Obviously a down year. Sad. Cubs don't play till March. Sad. I needed the Hoosiers. There is a pass interference in the end zone. Oh, man. And Farrell's hurt again. Farrell. Man, come on. Why is he still in? He should have been out the game anyway. I know there's not much depth, but come on, guys. You're up by 100. How many Oregon fans do you think are there? Let's run it back. The record 63. Indiana can score 63. Come on. Oh, it's fumbled. The snap is fumbled. Dante Moore has to throw it out the back of the end zone. I don't want them to score here. I'm being so real. I know it's a crazy thing to want right now. I don't want them to score here. Yeah, isn't that crazy? After they scored that touchdown, they have been outscored 49-8. 8 minutes into the game. Since 8 minutes into the game, it's been a 49-8 run by Indiana. That's not even a ball game. That's something you snooze through. But I'm happy I watched this. Good time to take off. Good day to take off. What a fun game. Indiana dominates Oregon. And they are going to pull back the rock. Dante Moore. Touchdown. Damn it. I didn't even want him to score again. But that'll be the last points of the game. Make it 21. 56-21. No matter how you cut it, it's going to be a 34-point win still. So I think it still looks pretty realistic. And that's good. Oregon got smoked today. Oregon got smoked. No disrespect. They had a good season. They gave Indiana a very tough time in Autzen. One of the tougher games this year. The closest game Indiana had this year was Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship. Other than that, most of their games have looked like this. All right. IU 56, Oregon 22. We're going to pin that for a moment. But I need a new comment. I need a new comment we can pin. I need a comment You said 24, but definitely I'll give you some respect. 3,300 nosebleed tickets. Holy schmoly. $3,300 is insane. 25K for best seat. Yeah, that is wild. $3,300. Wow. Mendoza, 5 touchdowns. Third game with 5 passing touchdowns. Most in the FBS. He had 5 passing touchdowns in the gosh darn Peach Bowl. Semifinal. All right. They're going to let him go out there and need it. Look at his mom and dad watching on. There's a paywall to watch it on TV. Yep, because it's on ESPN every year. Now, if you know the places to go, you actually never got to pay for it. But I didn't know back in the day. But yeah, you're going to have to stream it. Mendoza's sister, Wowza. No. I'm not going to be caught saying Wowza to that. Alright, it's probably a trophy ceremony. I'm going to let y'all go. Once we get through this snap, of course. Because then we got to hear interviews and stuff. What a game. What a night. I will be live maybe Sunday for some playoff games. Probably not tomorrow. As Mendoza kneels the ball. Indiana is your Peach Bowl champions, and they are going to the championship. Hoosiers? I'm leaving. Go Hoosiers. They go to the championship. I love you all. IU wins. Boom! See you guys in the Natty. I'll be live for the Natty, obviously. Peace out. See you there.